Sorry, I had a bit of a coughing spell right as I went live. Hey, so I thought there was something we were going to need to address, but I went and researched, and it turns out no. A new channel had popped up that, as of last night, was called Hovind Official. It just turns out it's someone archiving stuff. The person actually seems halfway competent with YouTube, and for some reason is re-uploading old Kent content. Make of that what you will. Do whatever you want with that. I ain't your daddy. I ain't your boss. But what we are going to do is take a nice look at the most recent Whack on Earthurst, where Kent went after AJ again. And of course, because Kent is a belligerent prick, he had to use AJ's last name in this, which just is so petty of him. So petty. The man cannot understand pseudonyms, anonymity, cannot respect those things. But then again, that's the key word, isn't it? Respect. And we know Kent has none of that for anybody except himself. So, gonna cut right through the preamble. Let's get to it.
Folks, Ken Hovind here in the crew at Dinosaur Adventureland and Genesis Baptist Church.
And yes, it's loud as fuck.
In lovely Lenox, Alabama. Busy day today. Poured concrete. I love that. Get some. It's permanent. A lot of Christians are like concrete.
Let me know if I end up turning the volume down too low. I mean, I've got it under maybe at halfway on my headphones, and it is deafeningly loud. So I'm gonna knock it down a hair on this end. So hopefully it balances out.
They're all mixed up and they're firmly set. Can't change their mind. Already decided. Anyway, welcome. This is February 5th to Whack an Atheist tonight. Short program, a little bit of a hurry, too much going on today, and I picked an easy target.
Short program, and it goes on for 30 minutes. 31 minutes if you round up.
Target. AJ, you need whacked again. So we're going to stop.
And yeah, I'm stopping every 5 seconds. Sue me. There's that phrasing again. You need whacked, not to be whacked. And I thought about it, and I realized, all right, because some people don't hear what's wrong with the way Kent speaks. But I want you to read any basic set of instructions or any plainly written document in normal American English. It would never say, this needs whacked. It would say, this needs to be whacked. He always cuts out the prepositions and the like in different articles. It's so weird. And I have to bring it up. Because it's just one of those quirks about the man.
Play a little bit of his stuff. He loves his whole channel is because of me, isn't it? He's riding on my coattails. Anyway, we believe the Bible is true and evolution is dumb, real dumb. If you want to believe that, great, but don't call it science.
And we here believe reality is real and that you are dumb, so dumb, and a lot of us feel your religious beliefs are absolutely absurd. In fact, I think no one in our audience, even the strongest Christians among the audience of people like me, AJ, even R and Ron, etc., believe exactly like you do. Maybe they did once and they rejected it. I don't know, but I don't think so. So I think even they would safely say that your ideas are completely crazy.
Come on, evolution's a pagan religion. Let's get up to...
Nope, it's not. And when pressed at this, you can never define what it is. You can't define what makes it pagan. You can't define a religion. You just say it's something you believe, which is not what a religion is. Yeah, treading old water here, but I just got to constantly bring it up because, again, this might be somebody's first video of mine they're watching. And, I get those comments of like, why do you make so many videos? Are you sure do love Kent? The typical troll garbage from Hovindites. And they seem to forget the obvious fact that when you search Kent, I want the first stuff that comes up to be my content, AJ's content, Claude's content, Big Bad Mama's content, Trucker Billy's content, The Weakness of Ken Hovind documentary. I want that to be the case, so that people will not only at least be aware of how much of a side against this man there is, but if they decided to actually watch the videos, they might, in the case of mine, hopefully have a laugh, but also probably learn something or realize just how horrible this person is. That's at least the hope. That's the dream. But, time will tell.
February 5th, there we go. Atheist logic. We know the one on the left was designed, but the one on the right was just happened by chance. You guys need help, okay? We're an old-fashioned, independent, temperamental, fundamental, right-wing, radical, chicken-eating Baptist church.
Claude pops up saying, a guy who has kept an eye on Kent since 2013 is doing an article about Kent's latest attempt at a pardon. Do you have an email he can contact you on? Yes, Claude, it is in my, the About section, or whatever they call it on YouTube. I can't even remember. A little section where you can get in contact with me. I'll put it in the chat for the heck of it. I mean, it's already out there. But yeah, I'm totally welcome emails. Let's continue. I'll check out the chat while he goes through his same old BS.
Believes the Bible is the infallible, inspired word of the living God. Okay, let's see. We did a show a couple of days ago about Kent Hovind is innocent. What letter we'd like you to write to President Trump? Anybody?
Everyone boo this man.
You know it's conservative in Congress or conservative talk show host. I want to get this case overturned. I want to pay a bunch of money and leave me alone. Okay? So help me out if you would there. Let me go to AJ right away here and play a little bit of this.
Yeah, Kent loves to talk about the way everyone's obsessed or possessed with regards to us talking about him. But he cannot go, it seems like, a single stream, if maybe a couple of days maximum, without randomly bringing up some random atheist, someone he's had a discussion with, someone who's made content about him, or hell, half of this whole whacking atheist thing is him reacting to people's responses to him, let alone his comments on comments or the idiocy that his open mics have now devolved into since he no longer has an open mic. Got a little tired of free speech there, didn't you, Kent? Yeah. And, as I said earlier, people will comment and be like, oh, you love Kent, because, I make a lot of Kent videos because that's the stuff I'm deciding to do. It doesn't make up my entire life, unlike Kent, who this is constantly his entire life. By the logic of people like me or AJ having our YouTube channels where we put videos out when we feel like it, dedicated, even though they're not, to Kent, he just happens to be a big draw and a important subject to discuss, and important as in people should be made aware of him. He's dangerous, not important as in he's someone who people should give a damn about. Let's get that clear before someone twists my words around. We have lives outside of this stuff. I don't sit here all the time thinking about what I'm going to do involving Kent Hovind. I'm not sitting there constantly looking for stuff about Kent Hovind videos to do stuff on. I just decide I feel like doing it. I pick a video. I may preview it, may not, and then just go for it. Kent spends his entire life obsessed with the concept of evolution and obsessed with those people who go against him. This is his entire existence, all day, every day. So, much like everything regarding Kent, if anyone wants to even dare complain that you, the audience, me, AJ, Claude, Big Bad Mama, etc., have some kind of obsession, the ultimate person who's ultimate case of obsession here is Kent's obsession with evolution. It's insane. But I just had to bring that up. Let's continue.
I'm not going to play the whole thing. Poor guy's got nothing else to do. Claims to be a homosexual or bisexual or whatever.
AJ has a ton of stuff to do. That's why he can go whole months without streaming. He has a life. He has hobbies. He has a job. He does plenty of stuff. I don't talk with him often, but we do chat. He has a life. I have a life. I just happen to really have fun live streaming, so it's like, why not? Just kind of fell into it. This is what I'm enjoying right now. When I get tired of it, I'll just stop one day and I'll be like, that's it. No more Yamato live. But also, Kent, one, your obsession with someone's sexuality is disturbing to put it mildly. And it's not my place to talk about what AJ likes or not likes, but we discuss stuff. Guys chat. That's what we do. AJ's got himself a girlfriend. All you need to know, Kent. All you need to know. So you want to constantly call him gay, as if that was at all bad, but of course it is from your perspective. It's just stupid. Shows your bigotry. And is a textbook ad hominem. Just because you love to always bring up ad hom, that has no relation to anything he does or doesn't say. Unlike your phony degrees, or you abusing your spouse, or all the other horrible stuff you've done. Because that all falls back onto your supposed status as a godly man. You would expect better than how you behave. At least if you haven't lost all faith in anyone who's a religious leader being anything other than a scumbag. But I digress.
Whatever the difference is, okay? Let's see, right here. Okay.
And I'm coming to you guys with a brand new stream. We're going to be looking at this Is Kent Hovind a Narcissist video. I wanted to do...
By the way, the term narcissist was made up in 1890. It's when evolution was popular.
Irrelevant, Kent. And how you're seriously going to try to tie this into the concept of evolution? This is incredible. The straw grasping this man does. Oh boy.
It's a humanist term. It's not found in the Bible, that's for sure, okay?
Yeah, neither is DNA, satellite, let's see, what else? Gasoline, radiation, processor, coaxial cable, speaker, sound wave. There's a ton of shit not in the Bible. What's your point?
People love to classify and then stamp a label on somebody, and then, like Hitler did that with the Jews. They're inferior species, haven't evolved as far. That was Charles Darwin's book.
Oh, there we go. We made it 2 minutes in, and there goes Godwin's Law. And no, once again, Kent, they rejected Darwinist teachings. Much like everything else in the universe, you don't know history at all.
Preservation of favored races and the struggle for life. So when you slap a label on somebody, then everybody says, oh, wow, he's a narcissist. Is that...
Oh, yeah. Unlike you constantly making sure to throw in, oh, that AJ is a homosexual, even though he's not. You're not just slapping a label on somebody to make them look bad because your ilk think that people who happen to have a slightly different sexuality are icky. Oh no, he's gay, he's horrible, I'm gonna cry. Do you even try, Kent? Do you even try? Or have I just watched enough of your stuff that I can just see all the bullshit you're doing? I don't know anymore. Am I losing my mind? Am I crazy? Or has he lost every bit of edge he ever had? Which wasn't much, but still. Like, he's not even trying to hide the hypocrisy.
Criminal, first place, and most narcissists call other people narcissists. They don't recognize themselves. Anyway, so AJ, we did the show because I read some article somewhere in our staff meeting, and this guy Grantham said, well, I've studied a lot of psychology, and let me talk about that. So he tells his story about
this guy Grantham. You mean the husband to one of your now 2 secretaries, since apparently you've got 2 now? Yeah, you really, treat him with respect. You think if he was coming up on screen defending you, you'd have a little respect for him. You'd say, my pal Grantham, one of our team members here, Grantham, something. Wow, what a dick.
About, are you a narcissist? He says, no, you're not. But even if I was, what does that mean? Anyway, AJ, okay. How'd I get off on that rabbit trail? Let's go.
Stream about this. Come to my surprise to when I'm logging on to, or trying to log on to Genesis Baptist Church, and I find out that the whole channel's been deleted.
That is correct. They took our channel down thanks to some of the atheists contacting all the time, complaining.
No, there was just a large push at once from the right source to do what is correct. Because while a lot of us on YouTube may not agree with a lot of the platform's bylaws, conditions, the way things are run, we do care about the platform, certain aspects of the platform, certain rules and requirements being upheld. And when someone like you gets their channel terminated, we're not gonna sit idly by while you make a dozen more. We're going to want to protect YouTube in that case by making them aware of, hey, this person who you've deemed not worth having on your platform, who you have deplatformed, is continuing to use your services even though they have been banned, thus violating the terms. Terms of use have been violated. You lost your right to use YouTube. So, yeah, we're protecting our own interests in the greater scheme, because YouTube may suck in a lot of ways, but it's still the best damn thing we got. We're going to protect it. How much damage you do per se? Minimal. But the idea of your stuff being on there, that's the problem. And it wouldn't be a thing you could fight against if it wasn't for the fact y'all fucked around and found out a few years ago and got yourselves terminated for, the mixed suspicions between medical misinformation or buying subscribers. But evidence is leaning towards the buying subscribers, but that's neither here nor there. Quit acting like you're the hero, Kent. Quit acting like you've been unjustly punished. Oh, wait, I forgot. You're a Christian. You're persecuted constantly in a country that's populated mostly by Christians of all types. Excuse me.
We're on a whole bunch more channels. What's our app is Ken Hovind Creation Scientist at lightcast.com. They will have everything posted up there.
That's not an app, Kent. That's a goddamn email address. You fucking idiot.
Go to drdino.com, DRDINO, and all the channels are listed that we're on, most of which they cannot delete or remove. So we're done with YouTube. They ban all kinds of people for the
Kent knows plenty about bestiality, though.
dumbest reasons, okay? But thank you. All you atheists are still playing my stuff on your YouTube channel.
Yep, and providing incredible commentary. I mean, not me, but others are providing incredible commentary. And people are getting a laugh. The only way a lot of people will watch your content is with someone like me or AJ commenting on it, or through the snippets that people like Claude and Big Bad Mama provide. They don't want to see your stuff. Otherwise, they'd watch it directly. They want to watch it through the filter, I guess you'd call it, that is one of us. Have our commentary, have our laughs, and interact. They don't come for you, though. They come for us. They come for me. They come for AJ. They come for Claude. They come for Big Bad Mama. And yes, I know exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying it this way intentionally. Not giving a fuck. Because it's funny. So he's got that shit-eating grin on his face like he always does. Oh, you're stupid, Kent. This is the thing, is that I almost want to talk to him and explain to him that he's a lolcow and why he's a lolcow, and that that's not a compliment. But I know it'd fall on deaf ears, but maybe his audience would hear it, and a few of them might understand why some of us do the videos we do. I don't know. Maybe an idea that's too far outside of their understanding, but let's keep going.
So you go on YouTube and type in Ken Hovind, and you still get thousands of videos from the atheists playing them.
Yeah. And then we get that sweet ad revenue. We get the views. We get the likes. And we get new subscribers. What do you get? Nothing, dumbass.
So thank you guys for taking up your computer space to host my stuff. Appreciate that. Okay.
It's just in, Kent Hovind thinks YouTube is hosted privately on systems everyone independently owns. It's not a service provided by Google. Was once its own company, then, got bought by Google, and yeah, it's all Google now, baby. God. You're so out of touch, Kent. I know, saying the obvious, but damn.
Let's see, atheist. Yes, they did take my channel down, AJ.
Including this video. Luckily, somebody named Karisu had the good sense to download the video and re-upload an archive of it. So,
Wonder who that guy could be. No idea. And I wonder what he's going to have to say about me. Oh, this is going to be good. Good. Let's see.
I wish you guys had the good sense to listen to what I'm saying and believe in the Lord Jesus Christ and get saved.
I wish you had the good sense to go fuck off, but it ain't happening, Kent, so...
You only listen, like Jesus in the Bible, it says they only listened to find something he was saying wrong, to find fault in his speech. It's the only reason they listened to him.
This just in, Magic Book of Bullshit has the protagonist saying lines that defend Magic Book of Bullshit and people who might not believe person talking about Magic Book of Bullshit. Wow. It's almost as if it was written in such a way to be self-protecting.
So maybe some of you guys will get it through your thick head anyway, so we keep sharing the gospel with you. All right, okay, go ahead, AJ, I'm sorry.
yeah, let's get started. And I'm going to fix the YouTube chat thing while we listen to this stupid Hovind rant.
Hey, folks, Kent Hovind here with {CRANTHam-Simpson}, new staff. Well, been here 6 months now. You and your wife, she's secretary, and you do artwork around here and do all kinds of other things. There's a lot of rumors going around that Kent Hovind's a narcissist. I couldn't believe all the stuff on the internet. Today's January 17th, 2 days after my 72nd birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday. So we're going to put this in the rumors section of on our Genesis Baptist Church channel, or the playlist.
That channel that no longer exists, Kent? It's gone.
Go to rumors, and there are 4 or 5 videos up there, because I like to answer it, okay? Let's see. Here's somebody, Jim Jones and Kent Hovind, narcissism. Jim Jones and Kent Hovind, narcissist. Professor Gary Maynard teaches in the psychology department at Stony Brook University in Stony Brook, New York. He has writings about Jonestown. Okay. Glad, okay. Somebody else at reddit.com. Kent Hovind is a fraud, a narcissist, an aider, and abettor of pedophiles. That's a hilarious one. And no pedophiles have ever spent the night here. They come visit sometime. They're not allowed to stay here.
Jack, that channel's name has been changed to Kent Hovind Archive. I just checked that before my stream. It's literally why I was like a minute or so behind. It's some fan archive, or it claims to be. Do what you will with that. That's all I can say with that information. Because, someone else re-uploading somebody's content who's banned, is it ban evasion, or is it just, I don't know. Like, technically me reacting to this could be considered a gray area, but it's commentary, so, yeah.
You approved Chris Jones being welcome at your park.
AJ, let me just explain this one.
Ooh, did you hear how angrily he tapped space there?
We're not allowed to stay here.
You approved Chris Jones being welcome at your park.
Oh, he was angry with that one. He fucking hates when we bring up Chris Jones. So let me just make this clear that Chris Jones is a horrible, horrible person who does unspeakable things to people who are very, very innocent. People who are young and should not be abused in any way, let alone that particular way. So if you want to defend such a person, Kent, that's your prerogative. But don't get pissed when we call you out for it, because you are an enabler for such. You don't want to be called an enabler of those types of people? Stop doing it, dumbass.
AJ, let me just explain this once and for all for anybody with half a brain cell that's willing to listen. Chris Jones has been a longtime friend of mine. We know full well that the Justice Department is weaponized against political enemies. Chris was exposing lots of stuff in the political government in his area that they didn't.
Lots of stuff in the political government, you guys. The political government, as opposed to the non-political government.
Like exposed. So they went after him for something. I think South Carolina or North Carolina, he lives in one of the Carolinas, has 6 different levels of pedophilia, okay? The worst would be sexual intercourse or something like that. At the bottom of the lowest level they can charge you with is, I think, seeing somebody in their underwear or something like that. You can Google that's what he was charged with, just to get him in trouble, to shut him up, because the Justice Department was weaponized against him. I've known Chris for many, many years. He's not a pedophile. But he did go to prison for a short time for that, because they wanted to shut him up like it.
Cries of conspiracy. It's just so funny. I mean, it's not funny. It's horrific that people deny reality like this. And yes, I just stumbled over my words. I said something like reality. Just, this is the level of denial they're in. It's insane. And these people, what the worst thing is, beyond Kent's tax fraud, putting him on, government watch list probably forever, these people aren't nearly as watched as they think they are. They think the whole world's paying attention to them, spying on them, trying to take them down, and it's like no one gives a fuck. They make themselves bigger targets by doing the kind of crap they do. And then they can't handle the consequences. It's wild.
Donald Trump's a felon too,
Yeah, he's a piece of shit, and I'll fucking say it. Well, I still have the right to free speech in this country before you right-wing nutjobs try to take that shit away. Also, fuck you, fuck your God, fuck the entire GOP. Did I miss anybody? They mentioned fuck Trump, because fuck Trump. Fuck JD Vance. Fuck his whole goddamn family, Trump's family and everyone else. Don't give a flying fuck. Let's just hope in 4 years the process works itself out and we no longer have to deal with that idiot. That's all I'm saying. Because if they get what they want from Project 2025, we are fucked. And yeah, fuck you, Kent.
They can weaponize the Justice Department and make anybody a criminal. Look at what Hitler did, and Stalin and Mussolini and all that. Anyway, so Chris, because of that, we've never...
Or how about this, Kent? People make themselves criminals by doing things which are, get this now, this is going to be a wild concept for you, but by committing crimes. Okay? I know you have a hard time putting A and B together, but that's how a person becomes a criminal. And yeah, there's some weaponization of the prison system, of the criminal system in this country. Historically, there has been. Hadn't been against you. Hadn't been against your ilk. It's been against the people standing up against people like you. But of course, you have to reverse everything because it's all y'all know how to do.
Never let him spend the night here. He's come a couple times to visit Dinosaur Adventureland. He's a great guy, loves the Lord. And he stayed in, Cindy owns 3 houses in the area, my ex-wife. He stayed at her house, not here. Why do you guys keep bringing this up? It's the lowest level. AJ, look what you have done, having sex with other men.
You fucking bigoted piece of shit. First off, again, not that it's my job to discuss a friend's life like that, but isn't anything that's happened. And even if it was, it's absolutely fucking irrelevant to anything and is in no way, shape, or form, quote unquote, bad. You are literally trying to claim that what 2 consenting adults do in their own privacy are just someone wondering about whatever or feeling ways they do about something is somehow the equivalent of actually harming someone. Is the equivalent of harming someone at all. Is equivalent to what should be called treason, but somehow no one wants to throw the word around anymore like it should be. People on January 6th were committing treason. Donald Trump committed fucking treason as far as I'm concerned. And you want to You wonder why we do this stuff. People seriously come to my channel and leave comments about, why do you pick on Kent? Exhibit A, motherfucker. Exhibit A. You are a sick, twisted piece of shit, Kent. Fuck you. Go back to jail.
That is stupid. Come on now. And this is a family that he lived with. He was babysitter for the boys. And anyway, so he sees them in their underwear. That's not a crime. In South Carolina, I guess it is. And that's it. He's not a pedophile in my book, okay? But even then, to be safe, we never let him stay here. So knock it off. And he's trying to get that case overturned. Those boys are now in their 30s, and they should and could come forward and say, look, nothing was wrong, and nothing happened, and it didn't. So,
okay, Kent, I'm gonna bring it up then. So, I'm certain. I know Kent knows who Michael Jackson was. He's referenced him a couple of times, and we all know the charges brought up against MJ. You know, those two separate occasions. So, Kent, are you telling me that the fact that the children who accused later recanted on those stories, that for you qualifies as validating the innocence of MJ? Is that the criteria we're working with? I just want to make sure you're applying these standards properly. Or would you still say he did whatever, even though he didn't? For double standards, some people would have no standards. I did not expect this video to piss me off this much. Didn't have a good day, honestly, and this isn't making it any better. So if y'all wanted Angry Chris, y'all have got him. Also, this shit's probably going to be demonetized, so if you can spare some shekels, that'd be great. No pressure.
that's the best you got, though. You guys are grasping at straws to find anything to make us look bad.
No, we're just pointing out actual reality to make you look bad, which it's not even to make you look bad. It's just to show people how bad you actually are. So I should correct myself on that. Because unlike you, I can correct myself. We just want to show the world the truth of you. Truth of who you are. And in my particular case, doing these videos, reacting to your content as it comes out, shows... There's a loud car going by. Fuck that guy. Always does that. Shows that you still are like this, that you have not changed, you will never change, and that you are still a terrible person. Fuck you.
Some people who want to hurt somebody or want to kill them, like Hitler, you got to slap a label on them. Oh, they're Jews, they're inferior species, or they're dregs on society, or something like that. Then you can justify killing them. Yeah, that's what you.
I'll only say, as far as I'm concerned, be as a qualifier for what is or isn't, possibly slander or something in this crazy fucking country. Yeah, it was fucking treason. It meets the definition. I'm just, covering my own ass. I'm probably already on 20 watch list. Hovind.
You guys are trying to do to me, okay? Justify it's saying I'm an idiot because you don't like what I say. It's actually the message.
No, you're a fucking idiot, Kent. I watched your PowerPoint presentation. As in, your presentation on how to do PowerPoint. It sucked. Everything I've watched you do that's supposed to be teaching anything is fucking terrible. And it doesn't matter if it's now or 20 years ago. It's garbage. You suck as a teacher. You suck as an orator. You suck as anyone who understands anything about anything. You're a crappy person. Go to jail.
Message that bothers you. I'm sorry, AJ, I stepped on your tongue.
Fuck your message. Your message is fucking... I'm just gonna say it. Your message is fucking retarded. So retarded, I don't take it seriously. It doesn't bother me because I take it as seriously as I do the fucking Tooth Fairy. Get bent. So full of yourself, you think we take your garbage seriously. I'm sorry, and I know I've got religious friends out there in the audience. Y'all's Christianity isn't the problem here. It's Kent's Christianity. He says, ascribe to the idea that there's as many versions of Christianity as there are Christians. You need a dick, Kent.
Let's go.
Despite the strong dissent.
Oh, I need that laugh. Wayne opens. I open the stream. Wayne says, I open the stream. The first thing I hear is "fuck you." Oh, that's showing you how this stream's going. I've been enraged, so we're gonna have fun here. Oh, I love it.
From many people at DAL do not want you to do that, but you insisted on saying, you know, this is my park. I'm at the end of the day, I decide it's my way or the highway, and he's welcome here.
Correct. Anybody's welcome to come. How many pedophiles go to Disney, do you think, to tour the Disneyland?
And as has been explained time and time again, Kent, they are not invited. They are not welcome. The Disney CEOs and the management of Disneyland do not have meetings over there in Anaheim discussing individual people with known criminal records and arguing with their staff about whether or not this person is going to be welcome to the park. You fucking enabling piece of shit. Claude, Big Bag Mama, I don't care if you snip that. I'd almost prefer it. I feel like that was a very good rant of mine. Or not, I don't know. It's whatever you want to do.
As far as coming to work there or live there, that's a different story. But to visit, it's a Christian camp, sure. Come on through, okay? We would let you come, AJ, even though you've put things...
Yeah, even Trump has fucking standards, I'm sure. At least I hope he does. I mean, dude's fucking scum, but I think he's not that scummy.
...in somebody else's rectum that... I think that's sanitary.
God, he is obsessed with this stuff. He wants... You know, during the Hannah and Jake debate, they brought up butts a few times, and he wanted to say they're obsessed with it, but look at him. And once again, this is supposed to be a sermon, in effect. Imagine being like, I want to see some good Christian stuff. Let's click here, and this is what you hear.
Come on through, okay? We would let you come, AJ.
You know, you just click and it's like, who's this Dr. Kent Hovind? Let's see.
Even though you've put things in somebody else's rectum that...
What the fuck?
I think that's sanitary. We'll let you come anyway, AJ. You can come, okay?
So you do let those people at your park, Kent? And look what happened.
And we would let you at our park, AJ. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've had sex with a dog or a cat or a cow or anything like that, but probably...
Oh, whoa, and there he goes with the slippery slope bullshit.
You know, animal.
Why did it start playing again? With slippery slope bullshit saying that, or you're gay, or much like animal. What the fuck, Kent? No, seriously, what the actual fuck is wrong with you? Holy hell. You're sick, Kent. You're fucking sick. Now I see why, because I think Billy did his own video on this, and I hadn't had a chance to watch it yet because I wanted to go into this one, you know, fresh. And holy fuck, I don't have words. I don't have words. I still treat Kent with a level of human decency, with a level of empathy. And he does this, says this kind of shit about someone I consider a friend. Kent, evidence suggests your search history contains copious amounts of outright bestiality. Not just you looking up stuff for your, you know, because your obsession with 15-foot whale penises and making babies. No. Rumor is your search history contains literally hunts for the good stuff. You know, the good stuff from your perspective. So the last person who needs to be talking about that kind of crap is you. Because I think it's a secret admission, your constant obsession with it, bringing it up, you know, when it comes like someone like AJ or something, is really you just getting it off your chest that you're obsessed with the stuff yourself. Which is a bit of a problem. But, you know, I only want to discuss it so much because unlike you, I'm not obsessed with animal reproduction. At least not outside of humans. Actually, that sounded weird itself. Scratch that. Scratch that. Sounded weird. Sounded like I have a breeder kink. That's not the case. The point, Kent, is there's plenty of evidence about a lot of weird stuff about you. Methinks the Hovind protests too much. Let's continue before I start saying words I shouldn't about this guy.
You guys do that kind of stuff too, I know. Yeah.
Sleep with somebody. That's what we're going around. They're so desperate.
Ooh, from Soot Kettle. By the way, I contacted NISA, National Eagle Scout Association, about Kent. It's very possible they'll revoke his Eagle Scout rank. That would be incredible. Oh, that would be incredible.
Because they can't handle the truth about creation.
That's
So they
AJ.
got to find something else, ad hominem attack. Okay. So to the Reddit folks, they're lying. Okay, lying. Okay. A domestic abuser. This is simply crazy. It's not true. There was a lady, my wife, who lied about me body slamming her, and that case has been thrown out.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't, Kent. Oh, you fucking liar. See, that right there is something that is extremely cut and dry. Because on January 14th, his move to just dismiss it outright was rejected. That's what he's got to be referring to. So, no, Kent, that is not the case. And again, you are fundamentally, definitionally, explicitly lying here. You can't weasel your way out of that. That is a lie. You are a liar. Lying is supposed to be bad. Therefore, you're bad. That's the weakest of you being bad, but you cannot claim to be the superior person. Just no. From the tiniest little things on up. It's so obvious. But you would tell God they're wrong about you. You would, Kent. Let's find out the magic fucker exists. You die and you're standing in front of him. He'd talk about all the stupid shit you'd said and did, and you'd be like, nope, didn't happen. That's not happen. I didn't body slam her. I didn't do this. It's like, yes, you did. You'd argue with the big man itself. Because that's how full of yourself you are.
And now there's another one coming up. So we'll talk about that some other time. No, I'm not a domestic abuser.
Yeah, I just want to add, we have an extensive program that it takes to get in here of background checks and several references that are required. You can't just show up and live here without us knowing who you are. And what your
I have no idea.
things like that.
You have no idea about a lot of things, AJ. No idea whatsoever. But you got a channel because of me, don't you? Thank you.
No, AJ has a channel because he created an account with Google and followed the steps with YouTube to begin publishing content to the platform. That's how he's got a channel. You would know those steps if you were competent enough to click a mouse without giving your system 47 new search bars, 18 kinds of spyware, and sending half your money to Nigerian princes. Oh, if only you were that incompetent. That would be wonderful. All right, why isn't it working? Why is Big Daddy Mubuntu in my bank account? Hovind.
Thank you.
It's simply not true. Okay. Let's see. Here's more YouTube.
I do not know who this other guy is.
We said it at the beginning, AJ, pay attention. Grantham Simpson, okay? He, great artist. His wife is one of our secretaries, and they've been here.
Hang on, let's go back to that thing. Listen carefully there.
Guy is.
We said it at the beginning, AJ, pay attention. Grantham Simpson, okay?
When he talks about Grantham's wife.
He, great artist. His wife is one of our secretaries.
His wife does one of our secretaries. Oh, I'm sure she does, Kent. And I'm sure you pay to watch.
And they've been here 6 months and do a great job. He's got lots of great talents, and doesn't matter. He works here for us, loves the Lord, and doing a great job. So, Grantham Simpson.
But Kent, you got to hold the mic. You got to talk to the mic, bro. Sorry.
I got the dinosaur holding it now, AJ. See my dinosaur holding the microphone? Look at that. Yeah.
Which I'll go on record again as saying is clever. I like that. I honestly like that a lot. So, props to you for putting 2 and 2 together and actually coming up with 4 for once in your goddamn life.
Hovind a narcissist. Is Hovind a narcissist? And will his new church fall down? Oh, not further word in it, okay. Narcissist, debate, bravado. Okay. Well, the Bible says a wise man will hear and increase learning. A man of understanding shall attain to wise counsel. I listen to advice. You got some good advice? I'll listen. Now, all advice is not good advice. You ever had some advice that was not good advice? Oh, okay. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, he'll love thee. You tell me I'm a narcissist, and if you can show me the traits, I'll change. I really will. I want to please God. Okay? I just got off the tractor out there.
Oceanus, swear, when Kent opens up open mic again, call and ask that. That'll be great.
Keep my hair. Give instruction to a wise man, he'll be yet wiser. Teach a just man, he will increase in learning. I don't want to do that. A reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. You got to beat the fool 100 times before he gets the message, and even then you don't get it. Seest thou a man wise in his own conceit? There's more hope of a fool than of him. Okay, the term narcissism originates from Greek mythology, the story of Narcissus. He was a handsome...
The angle of the video makes the guy look like he's flat.
It does, too. Sorry that we've got potato on potato on potato. But yeah, if you watch AJ's original video, or watch my re-upload, what have you, yeah, actually I should probably make that re-upload public. If it's not already, I think it is. Yeah, it is. I'm stupid. Dude, Grantham does look very flat for some reason. The lighting just makes him look like he's a cardboard cut out of a person. It's kind of funny.
AJ, you're complaining about our video. You're playing around with your screen the whole time we're talking here, moving stuff around, distracting everybody.
Yeah, because he's formatting his text chat, because he knows what the hell he's doing. This is him using, I'm going to presume, OBS and the like to get some really kick-ass setup going, and getting that YouTube chat format is a little tricky sometimes. It doesn't like to play nice. He's not sitting there using Restream like some loser. Yes, the joke is intentional. Oh, just so petty, Kent. Talk about people trying to look for things you say. It's like, what are you doing? Looking at, AJ trying to tweak things and improve the quality of his setup, because you have to manage an OBS setup. You can't just set it and forget it. It breaks a lot.
Get your finger off the mouse and pay attention, AJ.
It does. That's so weird.
You are talking about weird?
AJ's pretty damn normal from my perspective. Pretty damn normal. He's also a mushroom. He's a fun guy. I'm the weird one here. I'm the weird one. But you won't even go near my content. You'll show a thumbnail or show a snippet from my website. But you won't watch any of it. Wonder why, Kent? Wonder why. And I'm not saying I'm better than AJ. I'm just saying I somehow managed to keep the Hovind away. Something I do just makes it where he doesn't want to deal with it. I don't know.
Refrain from comment.
Who earned the advances of the nymph Eco. As punishment, he was doomed to fall in love with his own reflection in a pool of water. Unable to consummate his love, Narcissus was ultimately transformed into the flower that bears his name. I didn't know that. There's Narcissus flower. Did you know that? I did not know that. Yeah, it's important to know for everybody. You should know.
Fucking audio quality, man. It's fine on AJ's thing, but once they get back to replaying it, Kent's, we got like studio audio here. I don't mean studio quality. I mean audio from the studio. They just recording speakers with their iPhone. Yeah, great. Totally hear you mumbling.
If I am one, okay. A handsome youth who's earned the advances of the nymphomaniac Eco. As punishment, he fell in love with his own reflection. So Adolf Hitler had a technique of labeling the Jews as anything bad. He would call them, dregs of society and
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, and people of all gender identities, we have double Godwin's Law. We've got a violation of Godwin's Law inside of a video that is being played in a video that did a Godwin's Law violation. We got Godwinception going on here.
if you stick a bad label on somebody, then that justifies doing bad things to them.
Also, the fact that Kent just went through this rant shows that he repeats himself just straight like a robot. It's crazy.
This is true. He wanted to associate the Jewish population with diseases like they were inherently.
Yeah, like you want to associate a person who has the label pedophile stuck on him unjustly coming to DAL. Therefore, that means something bad about me?
Need I explain again that you went through an argument with your staff, your team, your whatever those people are to you at DAL about whether or not he could come there because of his history? That you fought for him? That you acknowledge that something is supposed to have occurred, while simultaneously claiming that it's all just, an attack against somebody who is, getting into the government politics. So they simultaneously, we got Schrodinger's PDF here where they did and didn't do this action. Or they didn't, but even if they did, there was a silly law and they didn't, they shouldn't have broke it anyway. It's like, come on, Kent. This is seriously a terrible look for you. But of course, that's all you've got. Some are slightly less terrible than others, but every time you open your mouth, you just make yourself look like more of a jackass.
That's what you're doing, AJ. Exactly what you're doing. Stick a label on somebody. Yeah.
More of a unclean, unhygienic type of people. And
You're one to talk about hygiene.
What's really crazy about that, Billy, is that while he wouldn't remember it, that you've actually been there. You've sat next to him. You've shared the screen with this man. So, even in your little bit of time with him, you would have caught glimpses of the real Hovind. You're one of those people. It's like, it's just wild. It's just like, I'm just going to ignore this. But it seems like Kent does the same thing he accuses us of, and he goes after the people who are going to get him the most views. Hence why a lot of his stuff is after, big name atheists, big name science people, etc. Then he mixes it in with less big time YouTubers. But AJ's, of course, stomped his ass so much that he's just got a personal grudge. That's something I love, is every time AJ goes at him, Kent just gets more and more ticked. So sweet.
AJ, do you know how many viruses and bacteria and bad things are in somebody else's rectum?
Hey, Kent, I'm not going to go into the details, but there's a whole process if you're going to have fun that way. People know what they're doing, all right? All right? Just, I want to trust me on this one. Isn't what you think it is, buddy. Okay? Isn't what you think it is. And I know you love the idea of what comes to your mind when you think about this stuff, that's actually what you're into. Isn't that, buddy? In that. Okay? Okay.
so you got a better chance of catching a disease if you're around them.
Yeah. That's why God said those folks should be executed, and why, for the good of society.
Oh, Kent. Up yours. I would like to stress that, of course, by playing this stuff, I in no way agree with Kent Hovind, as if that isn't freaking obvious, and indeed feel the complete opposite way that Kent does about such, and find anything and everything he says to be just the absolute worst.
Society. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Yeah, and it'd be great for society if you disappeared, Kent. You just disappeared off the face of the universe, right into a black hole, never to be heard from again. That'd be great. That'd be real great. Hovind disappears into quantum singularity, never to be seen again. Feel sorry for that black hole, though.
associated the Jewish population with sickness and with death. Very similar to how a lot of Christian campaigns have done the same thing. Look at the Spanish Inquisition
Spanish
or the Crusades, targeting a single outgroup like Muslims for their religion.
AJ is bringing up things that have been done in the name of Christianity, which are generally considered to be bad, Kent. Things you wouldn't acknowledge as bad because you're not a decent human. You're not a decent life form. You garbage, pal. You straight garbage.
Just persecuting somebody based on their religious status. It's the same playbook.
You know, beating them up, putting them in prison camps, killing them, exterminating them. He saw them as a threat to the Aryan race. He believed Jews controlled the Soviet Union and Western powers and were plotting to destroy Germany. This anti-Semitic ideology was the core component of Nazi propaganda and was used to justify the persecution and genocide of the Jews during the Holocaust. Hitler's rhetoric often portrayed Jews as enemies of the state, who have people to think that it's okay to kill them.
What the Republican Party has done.
AJ, how on earth can you make such a dumb connection? Republican Party is saying we're a nation of laws. If you want to come, you can come. Just follow the law to get here. That's all.
Yeah, so I was watching a thing on that recently, and apparently, if you were coming in from Mexico and your visa just got accepted, like got approved, you would have filed it back in 2001. April of 2001 would have been when you would have filed it for it to have made its way through the system. 24 years for it to make its way through the system. And you want to talk about people coming in legally, Kent? Okay. Let's wait. Maybe they should have let you rot around in prison for 24 years before finally getting around to even giving you the trial on your little tax crime crap. Seems fair. Seems valid. Seems like the way things should be done. Seems equal. Go fuck yourself, Kent.
You guys just don't get it. I bet you voted for camel hair, didn't you? I mean, what?
Good old racist, disrespectful piece of shit. Gotta talk shit about her because she has an exotic name. Oh, and she's not one of them they're Caucasian people. I gotta talk crap about her. You fucking prick. Just... make me sick, you asshole. I feel like I've never thought about this before, but this is like the first time in my life where I feel like I would just love to be right there in the same room and just get into an argument with this fucker. But then I know he'd try to attack me. But once that moment occurs, cops are getting called like a motherfucker. Because I ain't playing. If I was ever around Kent and anything went on, I'd have all three officers in that podunk shithole he calls home there.
What's her name? Okay.
Trying to act like they're always going to be more violent than the average.
More violent doesn't matter. Obey the law. Okay? Just come in legally. We allow lots of people into this country. Millions. Just come legally. That's all. Don't put. If you're trying to slap a label on Republicans.
All right, are you going to work towards improving the immigration system and making it more efficient to where people aren't waiting nearly a quarter of a century for the right to access the country legally? No, didn't think so, Kent. Didn't fucking think so.
Republican Party, isn't he? Exactly what he's accusing other people of. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck the Republican Party. What the GOP has become, fuck it. Fucking say it. Gonna get pissed about it, Kent? Boo-hoo, cry me a fucking river. Complain and demand a debate. No, don't demand a debate. Don't actively reach out for the debate. Oh, no. Demand that somebody call 855 Big Dino, extension 69, to schedule a debate with Kent fucking Hovind because, I'm so important. You gotta come reach to me. Nah, buddy. Ain't how it happens. Fuck you, fuck your politics, fuck your conspiracy theory bullshit, fuck your sovereign citizen bullshit, fuck your PDF enabling ass, fuck your entire religious construct, fuck your little dinosaur gravel pit. What else? Let's see. What else? Fuck your stupid ass glasses, fuck your retard ass haircut, the shit eating grin you've got. I'm fucking glad your first wife divorced you. I'm glad every other woman has had sense to leave you. I'm glad Cindy had sense to file charges against you. I am thankful to the God I don't even believe in that you had to be fucking locked away for 9 years, and only wish there could have been more of it. You want more, Kent? You want more? You want me to say what I really feel? Because I don't know why. You're just pushing every button I've got today. Maybe it's because I had a bad day. Maybe it's because my fucking cats ran out yesterday and still ain't seen her. Yeah, Kit's missing. So if anyone happens to come by and sees a black cat running around, that's her. Maybe it's the fact that I've got a lot of shit to deal with. Or maybe more importantly, it's the fact that you are a piece of shit waste of life. And you do not deserve any of the 72 years you've gotten on this earth. When so many others have not had the chance to even start in life. I live in Memphis. You know what else is in Memphis? St. Jude Children's Hospital. Childhood cancer is treated there, amongst all kinds of other horrific diseases. Childhood cancer is proof alone that your God doesn't fucking exist. But the fact that those poor kids, some of them don't get a chance to even begin to enjoy life, and you have gotten 72 years, you've had people just donate to you left and right because they think you're doing the Lord's work, you are evil. You are the worst piece of shit I've ever had the misfortune of sharing the planet with. Fucking drop dead, Kent. There, I fucking said it. Let's finish.
Sovereign citizen or average state citizen would be when that's shown to not be true.
And a threat to the culture and racial purity of the German nation. When the white man wanted to exterminate the Native Americans and steal their
Hey, blessed be he. Go suck your God's dick. How's that for an answer?
land, like all over here in Alabama where I'm at, they began slapping labels on them. They called them savages, an inferior species based on Darwin.
Yeah, Christians targeting LGBT people, of course.
Oh, there are sanitary reasons for doing that, AJ. Okay? Would you want somebody with a...
I love it. The chat's just getting full of fucking morons. But of course, what do I expect but the lowest caliber people to come to this stream, from Kent? Because, he doesn't exactly attract the brightest bulbs for the most part.
infectious disease.
And those smart people he does attract, they quickly learn he's full of shit and back away. And they're what we call our friends.
Going through the hospital coughing on everybody? Huh? Were you in favor of the masks that people had to wear?
Shut up, Kent. $4.99 super chat from Rosina. Kent can't disappear into a black hole because he doesn't believe in black holes. Just because you don't believe in it doesn't make it not real. Or however that should go. He would use that logic for his magical sky daddy. We can use the logic for black holes. Also, fun fact, did you know, functionally, all black holes are identical because there are no properties that you can measure about them that would distinguish one black hole from another. I mean, technically, rotation, but I think even that kind of becomes irrelevant. I don't know. I forget the exact details, but black holes are weird mathematically. Love them.
Of course, that's a dumb one. It's like trying to stop a mosquito with a chain link fence, okay? But anyway, you're a hypocrite, AJ. I'm sorry, you're just a hypocrite, okay? I thought this was the part. Somebody sent me a link where he was saying things about our channel and stuff like that, but I'll just play a little more of this, okay? Because he's posting my video, get it back in circulation. Thank you, appreciate that.
Darwin's book came out just at the right
Oh, and I love, I'm catching up on the chat as Kent rambles on. I love that they're giving, the couple of Hovindites and stuff popping in here, giving the stupidest fucking questions that you always fucking get. Where do you get your morals? Where do you get it? It's been explained infinitely. If you fucking come to my stream and ask stupid shit like that, you're a fucking moron. Go somewhere else. There are no other words. We've all moved past that shit. Okay? You're gonna ask the same stupid questions. You're gonna get the same fuck you. I'm tired of this baby ass bullshit that fucking theists come into the chat and fucking do all the time. They come into everyone's chat. Every discussion boils down to the same things. You watch a Planet Peterson video. It's the same shit. Well, where do you get your morals? Well, how do you know what's good or not? It always either turns into some sort of sophistry, some sort of claim and appeal that, oh, you got to have the God dad, the stuff, all this shit that's been explained ad fucking nauseum to these morons. And then they just ask the questions again. But of course, again, what do I expect? These are people who are coming here because this happens to be a video, a stream about Kent Hovind. I'm so past it, guys. Okay, let me put this in words you can understand. Imagine you're watching. You're a big Marvel movie fan, and you've seen everything, and you know all the details. And someone comes in, and they want to start discussing the first Iron Man with you, as if you've never seen it. How are you going to react? It's kind of the way this is. I'm past that shit. All right. Figured out that shit like 30 years ago. People have been explaining this stuff to theists online for 30 plus years. Get new questions. Get new points. Or shut the fuck up. You fucking morons.
time to really help the white man justify the stupidities he was doing to the Indians around here. And we still have a lot of the names, Escambia County, Conecuh County. These are all Indian names around here. We kept the name. Anyway, so is Kent Hovind a narcissist?
Got a super chat from friend Wayne here, $4.99. I know I have super chat for AJ, but I don't think I've ever done for you. Keep up the good work, Krisu. May I ask what's your backstory and your username? Sure. I will totally explain it. I've written a piece on it, but my actual first name is Chris. So Krisu, Chris. It's just a sort of Japanese pronunciation of that. So I just Romanized it back. So we got the Kurisu. Yeah. Yamato is a reference to the Yamato cannon from StarCraft, the Terran battle cruisers, because I always found it fun to build a bunch of those and then just go completely overkill on random like units, like have 10 battle cruisers all fire on like a Zerg drone. It's stupid. It's like using an atomic bomb. It's literally using an atomic bomb to get rid of a roach. And it just kind of came to me when I'm like, I need a last name because Kurisu is usually used online. So that's the origin of it. It's not actually an anime reference or anything like some may think. I was big into anime as a teenager and young adult, and still enjoy some of the classic stuff. So, taking on a Japanese pseudonym that, is just kind of inspired by it. But at this stage, I've got a lot of different names that I've given myself in a lot of different cultural backgrounds for the sake of creating a broader identity. I don't know. It's just something I do, and Yamato happened to be the first of it.
Yeah, if I am.
You just decided, AJ. I've been judged already, haven't I? By you. Already been judged. Yeah. Without even a trial. And why is that particular label so evil and we get put up red flags? And maybe it's just good leadership. Okay.
And it's bad. I want to change. I promise you, God, I want you to be happy. Okay. Do they monopolize the conversation?
Just showed a quick sample of some of the comments that pop up in here. It's just low tier garbage.
They flaunt the rules of social convention. They fixation with their appearance.
Let's see your hair, AJ. What color is it today? Are you fixated with your appearance? Didn't you have it blue for a while, or green, or pink?
Oh, you want to talk about fixate on appearance? A guy who was dyeing his hair for a while. A guy who always brings up, oh, I have the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Hovind, I'm Norwegian. I'm going to talk offensive and be a piece of shit. Hovind. Yeah, guy who wears the Hawaiian shirts. You know, guy who wears the suit when he needs to. Why do you wear the suit? Why can't you look casual? Oh, you care about your appearance? Come on, Kent. Come the fuck on. Hypocritical piece of shit.
Or something? Maybe you're the narcissist, AJ. What do you think? Conversation. He wants monopoly. He's always taking my videos and making his conversation about my stuff. Maybe it's you.
Yes, it's called reactionary content, Kent. That's how it works. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what you're doing right now. That's what your whole whacking atheist is about. But you don't understand that or see the balance there.
AJ, that's a narcissist. Oh, what happened here?
Got it. Hang on. My hat. Oh, unreasonable expectation.
Joseph, how long you been here? 3 years? 4? Am I fixated with my appearance? Am I a narcissist? Got to be in the limelight.
You did grow fond of those SpongeBob shoes, though.
What not? The SpongeBob what?
Shoes. The shoes.
Oh, the SpongeBob shoes? Yeah.
Outside of that, no.
Well, let's see. These were how much? $9 at Walmart. Pretty well.
Wow, Kent, like you don't have other shoes. Or hey, how about the fact that you can trivially go out and buy shoes when there's some hardworking Americans who are so strapped because of how fucked up the system is that they can't even go out and buy new shoes when they need them. Ask me how I know, Kent. Ask me how I know.
Well worn out. Fixated with appearance. I know people spend an hour in the mirror every day looking at themselves. I go in, slick my hair back, hit it with hairspray, and get on. I got other things to do besides take care of stuff like that. Okay, a few more minutes of AJ and we'll quit.
Regard for other people. Praise, and more praise. It's everyone else's fault.
Ooh, Billy with an amazing point here. And yeah, I'm slowly catching up on the chat. Keep in mind, Kadisu, at a certain point, a lol cow can become a horror cow. I think that's what Ken has turned into today. Horror cow. Totally forgot about that classification because I almost never go into that, but oof. Christian's kind of been there a few times. Remember, Kent, you're being compared to Christian Weston Chandler. You shouldn't be, that's not a good thing. Okay, that's not a good thing.
They fear abandonment.
That's a good one. Always blame the other person for the problem you're having. This happens all the time. And, there's a fight. It's got to be somebody else's fault. They can't ever take the blame for themselves, okay? That's pretty sad.
Narcissist lives in a fantasy. There are always strings attached. So I said,
that's a good one. Always strings attached. I'll do this if you do A, B, C, D, G, F through G. That's strings attached.
This describes you very well, Kent. Very well.
AJ, you don't know me at all. People that live here know me would disagree with that.
Yeah, I'm still behind on the chat. Laura, actually, I took care of those. That was part of the impetus for my angry rant. Aside from the fact that Kent's a scumbag. Man, everything's just pissing me off today. It is just a day of anger. Oh, well.
Okay.
I was playing Guild Wars earlier, and that went... stop. Bad. I mean, AJ's cool, but no, we're not playing more often. I was playing Guild Wars earlier, and that went well. Got home, played some Guild Wars, finish up the stuff I needed to. Probably go back when I'm done here. I've got people in the comments asking me for Guild Wars content, so I may plan out something, but I don't know. I just don't know what to do. But we'll figure out something down the line, something to break up the pace from 06/45/2017. Remember, Kent, unlike you, I don't have a prison inmate number. Now, there's not anything intrinsically wrong because I do know of some people who have had inmate numbers. They've had rough patches in life. And I don't mean to vilify everyone who has a history. Things happen in life. But they admit that they had a bad spout in life and work to improve themselves from that. And I give them all credit and respect for that. You just whine and say it was a conspiracy against you. So up yours.
That's exactly accurate to describe how you are and how you act, Kent. So how are you not that?
Okay, well, let's just
Justin, yeah, I had seen and responded to your comment about that, yeah, I can totally see it when I look them up. I need to look into their music, too. That looks like a label that might have some stuff I enjoy. So thanks for sharing that they exist with me. And if you didn't see my comment as well, my logo is actually inspired by a Dance Dance Revolution arrow. It's a down arrow originally. Like, no joke.
assume it's true. Is that a crime? To be a narcissist?
No, but it is a crime to do a lot of the other stuff you have done and continue to do.
Is that, should you shoot somebody if they are? I mean, I don't think I am, but what are you guys making a big deal out of this? This is actually probably the wrong video. I thought it was the one from 5 days ago, but I'll play a few more minutes. I like laughing at him. AJ.
A couple days ago, I was calling around homes, boot camp homes for young teens, okay? And I called and said, look, we've got young teens that have problems. You guys take them in and try to help them get over their problem, okay?
We've got young teens on standby here at DAL to pick up the phone.
Oh, that was just one of the funniest things from AJ for a while. Oh. Oh, man. And I was there live. If you look carefully, I mean, you can't see me because this is super potato quality, but you can see me in the comments on in the live stream every once in a while. And yeah, I totally forgot about that joke. It was just damn good. Oh, I needed that laugh.
And I called around. One was in Montana. And they said, I called one in New Jersey, one in Georgia. I talked to the counselor there.
We've got, for 1995, this petrified Jesus turd. That's right. You can see what he ate for the Last Supper. Turns out it was corn.
Here's the symptoms. What does this mean? If a teenager does A, B, C, what does that mean? And one of them said, they're smoking marijuana.
Look, I'm just saying, if you want, to know random things about the character of Yamato, about your friend Chris here, you can ask stuff. I'll answer it. Comfortable with you guys. And the rest of the internet can eat a dick.
He said, what? Yeah. They said, that's the classic symptoms. They're probably vaping and hiding it. Delta 8 or one of those. I've never taken drugs.
Something funny about that, as Deviant points out, the super potato hides the super tomato, is that I actually really like potato. So, it's just kind of funny. I'm actually only recently got into eating tomato. I usually avoided it. It never tasted right for me. And then about 8 years ago, I was like, hey, wait, this is good. I don't know why. I had very selective taste as a kid, and it's thankfully matured as I've, gotten to be ancient.
Drugs, never tasted alcohol. I had NyQuil a couple times.
Delta 8 and Delta 9 are analogs of the THC molecule, and they are sold legally in lots of gas stations and CBD shops. It's not the regular THC molecule, which is still illegal to have weed that is basically using that version of the THC molecule. But yeah, you can legally buy.
Out?
Yeah, organic chemistry is pretty funny like that. That as long as the right particular types of bonds can be formed with the right compounds, a synthetic chemical can perfectly mimic the actual restricted substance. And since it's not molecularly the same, it's cool. Chemistry is absolutely amazing like that. And I love that about, I mean, it's obvious I love that about chemistry. It sucks that chemistry is actually as complex as it is, because it isn't just about valence electrons. It's about molecular structures, particular positionings that shapes everything, particular properties of individual elements that may be different from elements with an equivalent number of free valence electrons. So they'll bond, but they behave completely differently otherwise. And it's like, what the stuff gets so complicated, even more complicated when you get into organic chemistry. I just, the best I've ever been able to do is with this little high school molecular model set that I found thrifting, created accurate models of dimethylhydrazine and dimethylhydrazine and nitrogen tetroxide, the fuel and oxidizer respectively for the Titan missile program, Titan II and later. Made sure they were structurally accurate and was proud of myself, and then sat them in a drawer somewhere. But I don't know. I'm just rambling.
Alcohol and get drunk and go kill somebody in a car too.
Yes, and Kent, I am for restrictions on alcohol, not an outright prohibition, but I find the principle of bars very weird in a car-dependent society like America is. But that's another discussion for another time. THC is unlikely to cause someone. It's far less likely to be a situation, put someone in a situation where they could harm someone else, as opposed to alcohol. Reasons for restrictions can vary. I'm not going to get into all the BS surrounding it, reefer madness and all that. We're not going to have that conversation here, Kent, but reasons behind stuff aren't what you think they are, and drugs are not all equal.
Can't you? Anyway.
Sorry, I made that text.
Ooh, almost missed a super chat from Rosita. If Jesus had, $4.99 USD. If Jesus had corn, a new world vegetable, in his poop, that would be a miracle. I made the joke and I didn't even think about that, but you are right. Which means that what the Mormons say must be true, and that the Native Americans are truly the Hebrews. We're through the looking glass here, people. All right. Oh, man. At least I'm having fun after my angry rants earlier. I was pissed. Still pissed, but, a little less pissed because y'all make me happy.
You can legally buy vapes all over the place now. Now, is it as good as the regular thing, as a real thing? I don't think so.
Well, you would know. You've tasted all the other stuff too, the marijuana and everything. I've never done any of them. Not a one. I took aspirin, about 4 months ago now. I think that's the only drug I've had. A long time. Anyway, okay, let's take some questions. Joseph, this guy's a waste of time. Sorry.
No, Kent, you're a waste of time. And hey, the chemical compound depicted here is ethanol. Hell yeah. CH3CH2OH is the chemical formula for ethanol, also known as ethyl alcohol, which is a type of alcohol found in alcoholic beverages. It's clear, colorless. It's a clear, colorless liquid with characteristic odor, and is considered a primary alcohol in organic chemistry. Oh yes. Something you'll notice about organic chemistry is that you see a whole lot of hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen bonds. If you don't know anything about organic chemistry, know that when you see a lot of C's, H's, and O's, you're probably dealing with organic chemistry there, buddy. Oh, and lots of energies, because hydrocarbon bonds are pretty great. Not the best, but they'll get you going, because they do every single day. There ain't a one of us out there who doesn't take advantage of some kind of hydrocarbon bond, actually even in our own bodies. So yeah, you literally can't live without hydrocarbon bonds.
About that, AJ, let me shut him down here. He was saying some things about our channel and stuff like that.
Yeah, your channels all suck. Your church sucks. You suck. The people there suck. What else? Your shirt sucks. Your laptop sucks. Your dinosaur lamp from Temu sucks. your dinosaur mic holder, I complimented earlier. Nope, that sucks. Everything sucks, Kent. It sucks, it sucks, it fucking sucks, it fucking sucks, and I don't like it.
Anyway, I'll debate you anytime, AJ. Bring it on. All you.
Oh, there we go. Debate me, bro. Debate me. Debate me, bro. I'm Ken Hovind. I gotta have a debate. I haven't debated anybody in 2 weeks. I'm getting blue balls from not debating Hovind. Fucking Nimrod.
Atheists, all of you. All at the same time.
All right, Kent. Then have your people reach out to me to schedule an event and make sure that you pay my appearance fee of $20 an hour. That's important because my time is valuable. Okay? Unless you want us, there's other stipulations too, but we can discuss those. So unless you're going to do that, Kent, fuck off with your little debate challenge. All right? You want us to come to you? Fuck that shit. You come to us, old man. Put up or shut up.
50 to 1. 50.
Remember, everyone, Kent Hovind is too scared to debate Yamato.
Against 1. If you go first, give the best evidence you know of for evolution, and I get equal time to respond. And here's the simple rules. 1 topic at a time, no interrupting, no cursing and swearing. I don't know if you're low IQ.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to interrupt you like that, you fucking piece of shit. We're definitely gonna stay on 1 topic at a time of what reality is. There's 1 all-encompassing topic. You know what reality isn't, Kent? Your magic book of bullshit.
Audience understands that the F word is a verb, not an adjective.
Oh, look, the guy who can't speak right trying to tell everyone else how to fucking use grammar, you fucking fuck. What kind of fucked up fucking shit is this fuckhead doing when he can't fucking understand that our fucking liberal use of fucking fuck is because we want to fucking use it that way, you fucking fuck. That's fucked up, right? Fuck.
You guys use it as an adjective all the time. You go back to 2nd grade, but anyway, go ahead, Joseph. What do we got there? Why are you giving this guy any time at all? Good point, Curtis. Thank you. I like making fun of AJ. I want to get him saved, okay? And maybe if he'd think how stupid what he believes is, he'd come around.
Ooh. Harold popping up as I was going on my bar rant earlier. I've never understood why American bars have parking spaces. 0 bars in Norway have parking spaces. If parking spots not for the bar. Yeah. It's like, okay, if driving while intoxicated is illegal, as it should be, and it is something you should not do, why then do bars promote driving to the location to become inebriated and then the idea of you potentially driving home? It should be nipped as much as it can be. But of course, being the car-dependent nation we are, that's why. Which is fucking ridiculous. Seriously, if you're not American, you do not know how idiotically car-dependent this country is. It is insane. Absolutely insane. Just, you don't even want to get me started on that. Pisses me off to no end.
God loves him, and I'm trying.
God's a douchebag.
Love your vids, Ken. Thank you. Steve, please spread them around. By the way, save them. Put them on other channels because they'll probably delete me for some reason.
Yeah, because you're a piece of shit.
Let's see.
Thank you, Tyler, specifying that it has to contain carbon to be organic. I knew that. As soon as you said it, I'm like, oh, right, that's the key thing there. The carbon. It's always about the carbon.
I'm glad you know what you're doing over there, Joseph.
Oh, great. Now Ken's going to make me yawn. Billy, I would love to see you debate Kent on morality. That would be amazing. If you could ever make that happen, I would be there. I mean, I'd be there, in any case for you to debate him on something, but on morality, that'd be nice.
All those buttons. Narcissists accuse others of what they do themselves. That is one of the top symptoms of narcissism is
And that's what Kent does. Hovind.
accusing somebody else of being a narcissist. That's a good way to know you probably are, okay? To deflect and feel good about themselves, because if they look at who they really are, it would be too painful because of the shame they have. Yeah, good point. That's what I've read up on a little bit in my studies on this because somebody accused me of it. I said, well, find out, am I? And accusing somebody else of being one is often a symptom that you are. So.
Here's another one back on the screen.
How were the pyramids built and by who? By whom?
Billy popping up as a commentary to Ken Hovind's debate rules. Cussing is not fine, but you're welcome to bring a young child with you, even though you're convicted of certain things. Yep, totally cool. Not a problem. Curtin doesn't see anything wrong with that.
Whom, I guess would be the correct way. I don't know that anybody knows for sure, but on video number 7, let me come over here, my mouse disappeared. Okay. On seminar part 7 of my creation.
Yo, Justin ain't just Texas. They built one down the way from where I'm staying. It's got a goddamn drive-through. Welcome to America.
Seminar series. You can get the whole thing for $50. Seminar 7 is actually 5 hours long, questions and answers. Part 1 about the age of the earth, part 2 the Garden of Eden, 3 about dinosaurs, lies in the textbooks, questions and answers. I was asked the question quite often, who built the pyramids and when?
Boo, I'm gonna have to go back and see the freeze frame because I totally didn't catch it during my rant.
There are a couple, I don't know for sure, but there are a couple theories on that. I won't call up my slides now, but one theory is they were built before the flood, at least the Great Pyramid, not the little ones. The Great Pyramid is the one that's in question because there's no inscriptions in there. All the rest of them, have all.
Deviant, would you like to correct us on this? That there's no inscriptions in the Great Pyramid? Because if anyone here knows what it is and isn't in the Great Pyramid, it's Deviant Outcast. This is her realm.
Kinds of inscriptions. This is King Henry, the greatest guy that ever lived, and all this kind of stuff. And they're obviously a tomb for the great Pharaoh. Okay? But the other one is different. The Great Pyramid had 144,000 smooth, polished limestone casing stones fitting together so tightly you probably couldn't even find the seam sometime, let alone stick a card in there. And the chief cornerstone was never put in place. It was rejected by the builders. I think God gave the gospel in the stars to Adam and Eve. They could see Virgo the virgin, Leo the lion, Draco the dragon. It was a gospel story. Now it's...
No, Kent. Wow. I have a friend who is very big into Greek culture. He probably would not have appreciated the usurping of the zodiac constructs in that capacity.
Perverted into the horoscope. I think God gave Noah, the people after the flood, the gospel in stone, the Great Pyramid. If you enter the door to the pyramid, I think I can get that called up here quickly.
Ah, damn it. I caught myself. I had myself muted for the wrong, unmuted, and then actually muted myself. Deviant, I apologize for getting your blood pressure up because this is definitely painful for you to be exposed to. So I'm so very sorry.
Alt F part 7. Here it is right there. Look at that. Now I got to come over here and hit a button, don't I? Alt DV. Yeah, I got to do something over here with this thing. Why is that, Joseph? It keeps doing that. Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but are there not several cases of basically I was here, my name was here, carved into a lot of stuff in Egypt? Just in little nooks and crannies, service ways and the like that we found? I could be mistaken, but it seems like that's always been a thing that we have done as humans. I mean, we have evidence of in other places. I think the pyramids even contain that. I mean, what kind of honor would that be? Like, seriously, carve your name secretly into one of the bricks for the King's Pyramid. Incredible.
Okay. Is that on this one, the Great Pyramid? Yep, there it is. The pyramid. Oh. Man, I got to, there. Okay. What about the Great Pyramid? There are many pyramids around the world, many, many, many pyramids, okay? The Great Pyramid is the one in question. Here's where the pyramids are located all over the world. So are the step pyramids like this one, there's what do they call that?
the bent pyramid, Kent. They realized midway that it wouldn't structurally work and change things, or so is my understanding. Again, I could be completely wrong. Because I will acknowledge that just because I have learned something doesn't mean that what I necessarily learned was correct. And I am welcome to correction from better sources.
Where it changes the angle, I forget. Okay. Pyramids of Giza, 2.3 million blocks of stone, upward of 50 tons for some of them. Okay. If you
Oh, I could have swore there were like
enter the Great Pyramid when they
Why does it fucking do that? I don't want to play Kent. I want to talk to Deviant. I could have swore there were some from the builders in the period, but I knew there was later graffiti. But okay. That's just obviously a false memory on the history.
finally found the door to get in about 800 AD, you have to go make a choice. You want to take the broad way down to the pit or take the narrow way to the king's chamber. Ah, the broad way and the narrow way. Interesting. So there are four theories about the pyramid. One, it was built by godly people before the flood. And the pyramid would survive the flood, get wet and dry out, you know. Secondly, it was built by heathen before the flood. Three, it was built by godly people after the flood, or built by heathen after the flood. I doubt it was built during the flood, okay? So I think those are the four logical choices. Maybe.
Or that the ancient Egyptians built them as monuments and tombs for their greatest leaders during what would probably be considered the pinnacle of their civilization. Deviant, I'm sorry you have to see the image on screen. It's making me mad. This is outright blasphemy. I'm going to pull a Doctor Who quote here as well regarding myself. Since when do Daleks have a concept of blasphemy? Apparently there's a limit for me, and dinosaurs building the pyramids is it. You're a fucking idiot, Kent.
The dinosaurs helped. I don't know. Let's see. So here we go. Plan of the Great Pyramid. You enter the door finally, and you have to choose. You want the broad way to the pit or the narrow way to the king's chamber. It's the largest building in the world by far. Okay, as far as massive building. There's enough stone in there to build a 10-foot high brick wall all the way around Texas. Some of the stones weigh 70 tons. The top is 450 feet, 5 feet high. The chief cornerstone was rejected. On the 50th row of stones, the year of Jubilee, 7 times 7 plus the 1, is an empty tomb. 144,000 casing stone. Bible talks about that, Revelation 7, 144,000. The whole body fitly joined together. So I don't know, but I suspect it is a building.
No. Just stop there. You don't know. You done. You don't know anything. That is the title of the biography I'm going to write about you. Kent Hovind. I don't know. Alternate title, Kent Hovind. I'm not prepared for that.
Built by some godly people to give a message, okay? The stone the builders rejected. Let's see. Okay. Noah Hutchings did a great book on that, The Great Pyramid. Now they've changed
Kent rejects alien concepts. Whole cloth.
it into an occult symbol on the back of your dollar bill with the all-seeing eye, supposed to be Lucifer.
Oh, once again, and we've done this before, we'll go through it again, as if ancient peoples, let me go on that route. It's as if people, 250 years ago weren't just as amazed by ancient peoples as we were, and didn't use symbology into stuff when they were founding a new nation. It's kind of what happens. It's kind of how people are. I think it's pretty damn kick-ass.
It's the left eye, by the way. And 13 rows of stones, okay? And around the top it says, announcing the birth of the New World Order in Latin. Anyway, so other questions? Okay, I don't watch video 7 for a lot more on that, but that's my take on it. I think it was probably built by some godly people before the flood and survived the flood, okay? Why did it not rain before the flood? Don't know. Don't need to. The Bible says a mist went forth and watered the ground. It's probably subterranean, like a sprinkler system, over the whole earth. Plus the crystal canopy over the top probably would increase air pressure, preventing.
I think I should send a picture in Discord to Deviant of just me saying hey, which I don't know how I'd send a picture of me saying hey, but it'd be my dumb face, just so she can be like, oh my God, Kurizu! Except, say it with the Swedish accent and stuff. That'd just be funny. Because I could just imagine her squeeing over there. Like, ah, look, it's gross.
Rain. Watch when the weatherman says low pressure coming in, that almost always brings in rain. So with high pressure, you get clear skies. So I think maybe the earth before the flood had a crystal canopy over the head. We talk about that in video number 2, and they probably
Laura, yes, do the math.
couldn't rain. Okay? Let's see.
Did it show? Yeah. Hey, Kiwi.
What is Kent's favorite of Ron Wyatt's discovery? Oh, brother, he found so many cool things. Noah's Ark, the Ark of the Covenant, the crossing of the Red Sea, the sulfur balls in Sodom and Gomorrah.
My left nut.
I don't know if I have a favorite or not. He was a friend of mine. I disagreed on a few theological things, but
The guy who made up everything. Of course he'd be your friend. Ron Wyatt's a fucking cunt. So are you.
he knows better now. He's right. He knows. He's up in heaven saying, Kent, you were right. Okay. Aren't you wrong? But yeah, a great guy. Okay. How tall or big was Adam? I don't know any way to know. I think there's a lot of stuff. Joseph, can you grab those books on the 4th pew back there, 5th pew, about giants? I had them up here and somebody was reading them. There are lots of good books on the topic of there were giants in the earth before the flood came. I mean, really big people. According to the stuff they found,
Yeah, Kent, we got some really big people now. Welcome to America. I'd call them giants. Hard.
15, 18 feet tall people, maybe even bigger than that.
Oh, no, these people I'm talking about are 15, 18 feet wide. Still giants. Still Americans. Funny. A lot of them vote Republican, too. I'm sorry, that was mean, but, you know. We do have a bit of an obesity problem in this country. Just a little bit.
There's some if you want to get more on that. Let's see. Ancient Giants of the Americas by it was somebody Hayes, H-A-Z-E. Okay. This one is The Ancient Giants Who Ruled America, The Missing Skeletons and the Great Smithsonian Cover-Up by Rich.
And I'm not saying I totally want to do another video, but I kind of have the energy if y'all have anything you might want me to take a look at. Just saying.
Richard Dewhurst. Going to get that one. There's one, Giants. This is by Stephen Quayle. Genesis 6, the giants in the earth. So
Mapleson, Kent believes that the crystalline canopy was destroyed in the actions that spawned the flood, and so space is wide open to us. Hence, him not being a flat earther.
many people have done research on this topic. The evolution theory says we started off like a little chimpanzee and we're getting bigger, better, stronger, smarter. The exact opposite is true.
No, it's harder, better, faster, stronger, you uncultured swine.
Okay? That's it. Good. Let's quit. AJ, come visit Dinosaur Adventureland.
No, AJ has better things to do. Like anything else. Also, not that he's here, but everyone in the chat, just pop up with a hi AJ, or a we love you AJ, or something. Just so that if he watches this, he'll see it in the chat. Because that's the kind of stuff I do for my friends. I can't do much, but I want them to know that they're loved.
Take a shower first, and with Lysol. But then you can come, okay? And
Wow, you want to talk shit about AJ? I'm certain he's cleaner than you. He actually cares about himself. No, you care about yourself, but in a different way. AJ cares about his appearance himself with regards to others and being a pleasant person to be around. You just care about yourself to care about yourself.
and we won't let you spend the night here. But you can come and see our Dinosaur Adventure. We'd love to see you give your heart to the Lord and get saved, okay? And the only reason I keep whacking you is because you keep showing stuff on my channel and lying about me. So I've got to defend.
Oh, come on, Kent. I've been pumping out videos for months now. When you gonna whack me? Oh, I don't care if you do or don't, honestly. I'm not expecting it. Every Wednesday, I kind of wonder, did it come? Did it happen? Never does. It'd be kind of funny if it did. But at the same rate, meh.
And myself, that's all. Okay, thank you. So see you tomorrow for evolution is the dumbest religion in the world.
Kent Hovind is the dumbest person in the world. Hovind. All right, let me fix this. I'm doing better on catching myself when I accidentally mute and unmute and just fuck everything up. Give me just a moment. Going through the chat. Oceanus has been popping up many good questions regarding all of these things that Kent says. Review the comments on DAL Google page. No idea how many there are. Do some similar short. It's an idea. There we go with the much love to AJ. Gordy pops up. I listen to these streams while doing math or other crap. I don't watch them for Kent, just background noise. I know what you mean. I almost want to be like, just background noise. That's all I am to you? But no, I know what you mean. And that answers the question. No, Kent would not let AJ spend the night at DAL, and AJ would be smarter than to do that. Says that the other day. They're interesting, especially the responses. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do that as bonus stuff. Let me get it prepped up. Google.com. Let's see. Dinosaur Adventureland. Let's see. Google reviews. See results closer to you. No, not now. Not now, Google. Not now. All right. And let me put it in dark mode because this is horrible. There we go. There's the option. Turn it dark. Dark mode on. It's always set to device defaults with me, and the problem is my dark mode in Windows 10 doesn't quite look right, although I use most of the dark elements. So every time things default to my device theme, it's never dark mode. I gotta fix it. All right. So let's go. Wait. Hang on. Hang on a second. We're just gonna stop sharing for a moment as I go back. There it is. There we go. There we go. Okay. We're gonna go back to sharing. All right. So we're gonna go into old man mode here. So, do y'all want me to just start like reading random reviews, or is there something particular I should hunt for, or let me know because I need options. Here is I can't stand Kent's own channel plus band plus enjoy the way Chris does his work and engages with everyone in chat. Plus everyone here is cool. That's what I try to do. Give me just a sec, guys. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Old man mode engage. Yeah, seriously. No, seriously, my vision is garbage. I really need to go to a doctor who actually knows what the hell they are doing. And actually get a decent prescription for once. Because apparently the last doctor didn't fucking care. They got their money. Bastard. Okay. Let's see. 4 months ago, our children enjoyed DAL, and back home they wanted to make mini tour on our small backyard. Ken Hovind gave us a tour that left valuable lessons for our kids and us, parents. No wait time. Dinosaur Adventureland responded, Thanks, brother. Oh yeah, there's a guy. Thanks, brother. We want this place to not only the most fun place in the world for Frey. We want to change lives for the Lord. We now have nearly 500 simple science lessons that teach a spiritual truth. Jesus taught the way. Consider the lilies, sparrows, ravens. Solomon did, blah, blah, blah. Hope the lessons they learn to serve the Lord for life. Please copy any of our ideas and use them for the Lord. Come often and bring the friends and enemies. Kent Hovind. Man, these people are all full of it. This was so much fun, more than what I expected. Completely amazing. The museum is small, but packed full of fun info. The property/educational tour is the perfect adventure with so much to learn and enjoy. We absolutely love the barn tour and feeding the animals. What's better is that it's donation based, and if you need a place to stay, you contact them in advance. They even have housing. I highly recommend checking this place out. It was an absolute blessing to have you and your family come visit us. Please tell others God bless and keep you. Let's look at the 1 stars. We've seen the cults. Okay, sorry, I'm having a moment here. How do I make the Google show me the reviews that are like, look, there you go, lowest. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. I'm just dumb. Sometimes, all right? I don't even use Google as my search engine. I'm one of those heathens who uses Bing, but that's because I get reward points, and so I get my Xbox Ultimate membership for basically free. So it just keeps paying for itself with that. I'll use Google when I need a Google search, when I want better, or to see other options, I swap between the two, but like my default is Bing. Give me just a second. Dear Satan, that voice. Rank friends and enemas. Rank friends and enemas. I just do stupid voices all the time. That's become my thing. I know 90% of them are obnoxious, including my natural voice, but I just gotta do what I gotta do. There are people laughing on the phone with like business calls and stuff I gotta make. Which reminds me, actually, I was supposed to make a call when I got home, and instead I played Guild Wars and then set this up. Oops. Oh, well, I can do it tomorrow. They're open. Alrighty. Kenny Martin, a month ago. I can't see the place with my own 2 eyes, therefore it doesn't exist. Even if it did exist, it would suck. Lol, Kenny, don't be silly. Just because your mommy and daddy didn't teach you good manners or give you a better name, damn, you gotta talk about the boy's name. Give you a better name. Don't take it out on us. Go read your Bible. You will feel better. Just because your parents didn't love you doesn't mean Jesus won't show you love. He can open your 2 eyes. Lol. Wow. What a dick. So interesting. Kenny Martin as a name. Here comes some more deep Yamato lore. I promise this goes somewhere. I am a massive fan of a music genre known as Eurobeat. Very popular in the 90s in Japan. It is, I shit you not, a branch of Italio disco. So think European 80s pop music, and that's the range you're in. So it's Italian. Its market is effectively purely Japan. It's sung virtually always in English. Very few exceptions. So you've got Italian music in English made specifically for the Japanese market. And I'm a big fan of this stuff. One of the artists, they do a thing where they have a couple of core people in the different labels who do all of the music with different theming going on. One of the people's names happens to be Ken Martin. Makes some of the best Eurobeat out there. Hands down, some top tier stuff. So for me, seeing a Ken Martin, in this case Kenny Martin, and to see Kent diss the name is like up yours, because Ken Martin is a cool name, and dude made some cool Eurobeat. Obviously not the same Kenny Martin, just a random Kenny Martin, just happens to have to share the name. But yeah, there you go. Anthony Atala. Kent thinks that he is actually God. Every part of the tour made my family feel uncomfortable. Never thought Christianity could be so misinformed. That's our Adventureland saying, Pastor Meister said, all people are a blessing. Some by coming and some by going. Wow. I'm going to check out the comments here real quick. Sorry, I always leave comments up. I have a nasty habit of doing that. Oh, Laura pops up. It would take more than 201 million cubic feet of brick to build a wall around Texas. 10 foot by 1 foot by 3,822 miles by 5,280 feet. The pyramid is 92 million cubic feet. Wow, so there's still a lot of material in there if you were to try to do something, but yeah. Mapleson saying Bing is better at search since 2023. Yep. Let's see. Laughing. Ken is such a good Christian, talking shit and being the big dick he doesn't have himself. Let's see. Billy saying, I feel I hear a little bit of Goofy in her voice when you do the voice of who's responding from DAL. Yeah, if I don't like Disney much, but if I had to have a favorite character in the core Disney repertoire, it is Goofy. And of course, you know, Goofy movie and stuff back in the 90s, me being a kid at that point, that was a big movie for me. I enjoyed it. In fact, I got a dog around that time, and I named him Max because of Goofy's son, Max. And I think Max is a cool name. He's not a good Christian. Let's see. Reminds me of Ken Ashcorp, a similar name, and I guess makes music within the same ballpark of Eurobeat sometimes. Interesting. People are not their religions. Usually underneath their religious identity, you find a decent person or a complete asshole. Exactly. And you'll also notice that usually the type of person they are, well, it always informs the particular religious views they have, but that should be very telling that a person's deity always shares the same beliefs they do. And that you'll notice that people who are generally good, their deity seems to care about good things. And vice versa. Billy says, I know it's probably Joseph doing the replies considering the time period of the replies on their views, but it still represents Kent. Yep, it sure does. How does Pastor Meister fit in there? I'm not sure. If anyone else can fill in the lore, that would be great. All I know is dude's fucking weird. And that's a lot for, DAL people. So technically you could build a wall 10 feet high, but it'd be only 3 inches wide and highly unstable. Yep. All right. Judging by his replies, the owner's a petulant child. Needs to read his Bible again. Seems to have forgotten his principles. You need to go back to school and learn how to spell. Oh, wow, a typo. Up yours. D and S are right by each other. It makes complete sense, especially on a damn phone, you dumbass. Kent knows his Bible better than anyone you know. Well, that's objectively false. If you think you're so smart, set up a debate with... Debate me, bro! Debate me! Otherwise, go crawl back in the hole you came out of and stay there. No one cares about your opinions, boy. Wow. Wow. Some thug me. Fuck yeah. Hood name. Overall, the experience was good, and Kent was a nice guy in person. But the reality is this is a pseudoscience propaganda park, where people take their children to be taught not real science and facts that we can prove about human origins, but something else. For a group of people to be so passionately against something, evolution, it's unacceptable they do not know what it is. Frankly, it is really disturbing how many children were there. Up, and there he goes. The some are blessing, some are a curse, or blessing for leaving, and guess which one you are. Oh, man. Give me a second to scarf down some spaghetti real quick. I need something in my system. Okay, a little bit of pasta in me. Like, literally a little bit. Like, I got a piece because it's hot as fuck. John Manley says, had to see if this place was for real. Some truly dangerous stuff you're teaching here. The Earth is 6,000 years old. You freely claim this without a shred of evidence. Believe in God if you want. I'd never criticize someone for that. But to suggest the planet is 6,000 years old is just ludicrous, and you're damaging your children by teaching this as fact. Oh, but it is a fact, and one day soon you will know. teaching children the earth is billions and billions of years old is the lie. Sorry, you're the deceived one. Hey, you forgot what is it? Apostrophe? Yeah, you've got an apostrophe in your. Sorry, for a moment I forgot which one was the apostrophe and which one was the comma. That's how much brain damage being exposed to Kent Hovind does to you. Kevin Hunt. This place is filled with very questionable evidence, including Ica stones that prove humans were alive with dinosaurs, even though these stones have been created and sold to tourists for decades. Believe what you want about the authenticity of every word in the Bible, but what is here does not prove anything. Please use your own brain and don't take this place as gospel. Wow, I can't speak. And just no response to that. They got nothing to say there. Snailians. It looks more like snailions, but also it's a palindrome. Cool. There were some toys in the 90s called Snailians, Snail Aliens, and they had these little rubber shells that were like those rubber thingies that you invert them and set them down, and then they pop and they shoot up high. That was the whole gimmick with them, and they were kind of cool, and I just remember that. This is 4 years ago. Pushy tour guides. Yikes! Couldn't really look around inside without hearing, come on out in here. We'll start without you. Come in here. Only she won't start without you. There's a lot to see, but you get hurt along like sheep before you can scan the other halls of the room. We broke away early and looked at the animals. They're sweet. P.S. Kent, if you read these, I'd like to suggest to your wife that she tone down the aggressive guiding. Some of us visit to explore and enjoy the whole place at our own pace. That's why it's called a tour. Otherwise, it would be called a go where you want. That's what tours are, Einstein. Wow, they're going to respond 9 months ago to a 4-year-old comment. Necrobump? Necrobump. Necrobump. Let's see. Let me just hit to the chat. Let's see. Deviant saying, "Don't build a wall out of Khufu's pyramid, Laura." No, we're not going to do anything to Khufu's pyramid. That's going to be one of the central points of our new empire. I've seen complete criminals and psychopaths who became Christians. Turns out they were complete criminals and psychopaths with a new costume, repentant of nothing. Remember, folks, this is a ministry. These are official responses of a ministry. Exactly. How much would it be to rent a billboard next to DAL? Put up the response from DAL. What's the percentage of 4 or 5-star ratings of current previous employees, though? I guess we'll find out here in a minute. Ministry just means bullshit con job. What else? Knew someone who grew up in the Catholic family. They believe the transubstantiation, that is, real presence, the shroud, the whole 9 yards. Took me 2 years to fully deconvert. Them. Okay. 2 years isn't that bad of a time frame, honestly. I think sometimes it can take decades. Steve just spelled wrong. Honestly, my spelling's kind of terrible, so I will miss plenty of spelling errors and the like. That's how strong the brainwashing was. 90s best children's series, Biker Mice from Mars. I didn't get into Biker Mice from Mars. Just didn't quite catch with me. Honestly, I know it sounds silly to say as a 40-year-old, I'd probably enjoy it now, but I could probably find some value in it now. Be able to see what I was missing out on. Laura responded to Deviant that she only uses Lego. Today, I finally got the last order of parts to finish my Shakespeare's Globe Theater. Nice. Any other really cool? Dr. Nimrod. Yo, guys, we got a doctor in here. He may be Nimrod, but he's Dr. Nimrod. I respect his credentials. They look legit. And I think the icon is a cat. And so I respect the credentials even more because you're a cat. Kitty cat. And you dance, and you dance. The Ministry of Cow Crap. No BS allowed. Hey, just remember, there is no cow level, right? Oh, Biker Mice from Mars is getting a reboot. Interesting. Probably not gonna, bother with that because it's not made for me. That's a thing about reboots. Like people saying, "Oh, the Ninja Turtles reboots have all been terrible, and this and that has been terrible." It's like, well, think about it. You're a grown adult at this stage. It's not being made for you. It's being made for kids these days. Just let them have it. It was a big thing with like Turtles. But let's see. Justin here says, go to the McWane Science Center. Instead, they actually have dinosaur fossils. Or just go bird watching because they're dinosaurs that evolved into what they are today over millions of years. A 6,000-year-old makes no sense, just like the Bible. They have actual dinosaurs, huh? Dinosaurs are extinct, Einstein. Except he even explains here that dinosaurs are, birds are dinosaurs. Again, taxa, you guys wouldn't understand. Whilst they call themselves a museum, they in no way, shape, or form teach anything scientific, resorting instead to well-rehearsed Bible thumping and science denialism. This center shares with actual museums, nothing but the name. Plenty of other interesting places to visit in Alabama, like the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, which happens to contain a Lockheed A-12, the predecessor to the SR-71, right out front. I have touched the plane because I have a weird habit of accidentally touching things, and sometimes intentionally. As a kid, I jumped up so I could touch it because I'm like, hey, it's not an SR-71, but it's just like it. That A-12 flew over North Korea on at least one of its missions that we actually know about. A-12 being used by the CIA, with the SR-71 being used by the Air Force. A-12 actually had better performance than the SR-71, just slightly. So more you know. Came in to use the bathroom. They wouldn't stop telling me about how Jesus evolved or something. I don't know. I wasn't really listening, but it was really uncomfortable when I was peeing. Like, oh, only gave 1 star because that's as low as it will allow me to give, and even lower for its owner, a fraud. Laughable. The only thing you can learn here is how gullible humans can be. Oh, man. Imagine the band U2 was almost called SR-71, and yet there's a band out there called SR-71. Also, there was some band, I forget who they were, but they did an album named U2, and they put a picture of a U2 spy plane on the front. So all you saw was the aircraft and a big U2, and people thought it was the actual band U2. It's pretty damn great. And I think U2 actually sued them over it. Also, fun fact, if you like aviation, the U2 airframe is, and I can't believe I didn't see this until I learned about it, is based off of the FX 104 prototype version of the F-104 Starfighter. So that's pretty damn wild. Doctor in Bacon theology from the United Church of Bacon, as well as being their Pope too, all because of Mr. K. Bovine. Kick ass, Dr. Nimrod. Oh man, y'all are just the best. Y'all are just the best. No, Maria, yeah, you should, say what you have to say on stuff. If you want to, join in and have fun with the chat, feel free. Look at all this, People want to see. That's what the chat is for. That's kind of what this is. It's like just an open chat room to be like, hey, let's talk about stuff. I prefer people not derail it, but people coming here to have fun are not the kind who are going to derail it. Those who wish to argue constantly, those who just want to be like, duh, where you get your morals from? That's the kind. Let's go to some of those highest. Let's go to the newest. Rye Bucket gave it 5 stars. Mike Split. Highly recommend. Ken Hovind has helped me strengthen my relationship with Jesus Christ over the years, and that is all he wants to do is spread the word and give God the glory and get your money. Matthew Sneed, best place to unbrainwash yourself from the evil evolution religion that has attacked our public schools. Totally free, even free to stay in a cabin and 3 meals a day. God bless DAL. We love DAL and Genesis Baptist Church. Thank you for all you do to share the gospel truth. We hope to visit again later this year. Why do I think Matthew and Courtney are, possibly a husband and wife duo? Something tells me. That guy. More 5 stars, no wait on a weekday. No wait on a weekend. Hey, we got a video. I hear nothing. There's no audio. There is no audio. Your video sucks. William Parson with a 1 star. Oh, wow. Here we go. Here's the drama. Excuse me, I got to read in the right voice. Kent allowed you and your wife to live and work here. Well, you both lived here, but you were lazy and wrecked the cabin that Kent was so gracious to allow you to live in. It was only right to ask you to leave here, William, after you trashed the cabin. Turn back to the Lord and quit being a rebel. God bless. Yeah. God bless. Right. No stream where I could organize myself. Just take your time, I mean, if you want to plan something special, my email is in the contact info on the YouTube channel. You can get in touch and we can plan something out. That might be fun. It's great when they don't notice there's no sound. We haven't had too many sound issues from Koresh recently. They've actually had audio most of the time. That's impressive. BS's in both molecular biology and chemistry. Just inject that stuff relevant. Isn't often, but still. Neat stuff. Let's see. Well, this Christ bearer couldn't have possibly gone to the same place that we all know and love. Love this place. Dr. Kent was kind and warm-hearted. Happy Thanksgiving. And there's more of that. Do we have audio? No. Why is there no audio? Is this just a side effect of something? I mean, am I missing something here? Am I incompetent? I mean, I am, but am I that incompetent? Why are they playing golf? Okay, so is this like the sand pit challenge? Because if you don't know much about golf, there's sand pits around, and those are bad to get into because you're not going to be able to hit the ball clear. You're going to get a lot of sand in the way, and that's going to, stop your momentum. And it sucks. I've tried it. Wow. I swing better than that, and I'm fucking pathetic. Whatever. I don't want to mock her for it, but God, that was a bad swing. At least you're having fun. But man, what the hell? The owner is amazing. This place is amazing. Please support places like this who care and love to spread the great news and a good time. Places like this don't exist anymore. Well, you know what I mean. Now, excuse me while I continue to slob on Ken Hovind's knob. Mike, we were all blessed to have you come visit us. Please tell others about us and come again soon. Bring your friends. God bless. Oh, hang on. God bless. Oh, we're through the looking glass here, people. We've reached the truth. They worship golf. That explains everything. Oh, and my chair squeaks. Oh, here we go. Charlie Hart, 5-star review. I've not been here, but I watched some of Dr. Hovind's presentations at this facility on YouTube, and I plan on visiting. I've watched him since my childhood, and he teaches the truth of Genesis, young earth creationism. Kent Hovind's seminars cemented me in apologetics as a young child. A lot of lies being spread about this man. Don't believe it. God will judge both the living and the dead. Repent and put your trust in Jesus. He's coming soon. You fuckers have been saying that for like 2,000 years. Come on now. Charlie, we really appreciate your support over the years. Dr. Hovind is dedicated to his work here. He put in tireless hours to bring the truth about God, amazing creation. About God, amazing creation. And to dispel the lies that the public school system teaches our children about the dumb and dangerous lies of evolution. Please spread the word to others about us. We can't wait to have you come here again. God bless. Holly, me and my girls, my family, and church family had a good time. People were all so nice, so much stuff to do and learn. We'll definitely be back. Blah, blah, blah. Slobbing on the knob. Trying to find something. Oh, here we go. Give me just a second. Just had a little coughing spell. From Dixie Lynn, who, if you can't tell, clearly supports the wrong side of the Civil War. And by that I mean Civil War II Electric Boogaloo, which is inevitably coming. For 250 years, America stood as a proud nation. Now, one dumbass carrot man is going to tear it all apart. Coming 2026, Civil War II Electric Boogaloo. Rated R for retarded. My mate and I were there in February, and we loved it. The silly locals don't even give the man a chance to defend himself. How sad. On our way out, we got gas at the marathon, and the moment we said we just left DAL, the lady, if I can call her that, looked at me like she wanted to hit me. Oh well. Jesus said we would be hated for his name's sake. The world hated him and even crucified him. Why should we expect any better? The persecution complex is incredible. Like you people aren't dominating everything. Quit bitching. How the fuck is it you can be on top? That literally being a member of a church in this country is enough to get you better standing in a lot of situations. Oh, I go to church with that guy. Oh, he's getting the job. It's so fucking ridiculous, and they want to act like this is persecution. You ever think that maybe the people who live around DAL know more about what goes on there than you do? Maybe they see the shit that happens. Maybe they're aware. Just maybe. Oh, this is great. Sorry, starting to get a little tired here. So much education in this place. Not much on the dinosaurs, but a great place to learn a lot in a day. And it's free. So Dinosaur Adventureland doesn't have much on dinosaurs. You know, most of that stuff got repossessed down in Pensacola. Oh god, I'm just checking out some of the stuff. I hope Golf doesn't read these reviews seriously. Oh, I should go back up to Charlie Hart. I'll do that. PhD on God's earwax. Hell yeah. Oh man, we got praise Golf. Glory to Golf. Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. Oh yeah, and you never respond to negative comments like this. See, that's why I'm not an actual business and I'm just some weirdo on the internet, because I can respond however I want. And, you know, it's just me being me. Also, I should stress that the opinions and thoughts expressed here in no way represent those of anyone but myself. Water hazards are way worse. Try taking a hit when you can't breathe. Yeah, water hazards are very, very much worse in golf, but you know. Okay, so who was it that we wanted to see the other reviews for? Golf. I scrolled too far. Yeah, scrolled too far. Charlie Hart. All right, let's see those other reviews. Oh, way to just give us, dox everything. Redefined meals in Farmingdale, New York. Food is fresh and delicious. Gluten-free option for me is a must. With celiac and plenty of meals to choose from. Friendly staff and the portion sizes are generous. Even a decent caloric value. Okay. There's DAL. Shanghai Spa in Farmingdale, New York. My husband went here this evening. He came back feeling very violated. We have been to a handful of spas and never received treatment like this. Their practices for a back massage are unprofessional. He went in with shorts on and they asked him to remove them, which was okay because they offered a towel. At one point, she ripped off his underwear without his permission and began massaging close to the genitals and focusing on his butt. Very unusual. They never go below waist without permission. He specifically asked for a back massage due to pain from work. You shouldn't leave a spa feeling violated. There's something strange going on at the spa. Where is this place? If I'm ever in New York, I need to go see what's up. Oh, man. Oh, that was something else. It's spelled Lloyd, not Lord. At least one person understands that reference. Oh, y'all are great. Dinosaurs is legit info. What has Kent ever said that's legit info? How many kinds of dinosaurs are at Dinosaur Adventureland? Just one, and its name is Kent Hovind. Hovind. Yes, without permission, implying that there is, which I understand in massages, you're going to make a strict thing because some people might not be comfortable with you even massaging like on the thigh or something, perfectly within reasonable stuff, but still getting a little too close. Yeah, it's just, wow. Yeah, who's going to hold her hand and tell her? That's the important thing, that they learn what actually went on. Let's see. It's actually funny that you can't sort by individual rating values. Reviews involving sand dunes. Let's see those. From Carmen Valone. Damn, they go everywhere. They spend all their time on Google. I need to be reading their Bible instead of leaving reviews. Over. This place is absolutely amazing. I got the real tour, and man, oh man, it was a fun time. You get to see the whole property in a dune buggy kind of a thing. All along the way, there are science lessons and Bible lessons. You're forgetting to mention all the pictures of Hitler, right? Because there's a bunch of those everywhere. Then you come back to the main base and go inside the science center where there's even more lessons. Everybody that works here or volunteers here are wonderful people. Lies. That seem as though they genuinely care about you. They work very hard here. Please check out their YouTube channel. Oh, the one that got terminated? Or the other one that got terminated? Send a donation. That's what I did. Enjoy some of my pictures that I took today, even though it was raining. Come on. Oh, riveting. Riveting. That had to cost like a whole $10. Oh, there's some animals. They probably had to sacrifice them to their god for food and bountiful harvests. There's a geodesic dome for some reason. There's the Kent Hovind sign because he worships himself. Oh, you got an ass in your face right there. Let's see. There's a pretty shitty dino up there and more sand. Yep. There we go. That's had to be edited a few times. Oh. This is why I have a policy of never including significant others or anything else in my creative content, because if the relationship goes south, I won't have an echo of them remaining in stuff. I kind of like to keep things isolated. It's easier on me that way. Okay, you got to build with some lights. Actually, that kind of looks kind of cool. I turn that into a house. When we take over DAL, I claim this place. Let's see. There's somebody next to some stuff. There's a room. Oh, there's his little Tesla coil. Ooh. There's some monies. There's some monies. There's a Tesla coil again. Is that the same picture of the Tesla coil? Or is it a different picture? It is the same picture of the Tesla coil. Oh no, it is different. It is different. The electrons are moving in a different way, according to voltaic principles of Hovind. Triceratops skull fragment. There's that picture again. There's that picture again. There's Kent doing his... Wow. So there's a look behind the scenes at the old studio from like 5 years ago. Wow. Yep. We got that. What else? What else? There's junk falls around here. Purpose against driving skills. No. From what we learned from Grayson, they are definitely pictures of a failed Austrian painter. That one's still Cindy, I think. Well, this was 5 years ago. Would it be Cindy? I guess it would be. Could be married. I mean, 5 years ago was 2020. So yeah. See the new Jurassic Park movie where the dinos eat Kent on his own DAL. That'd be funny. Isn't Kent angry on trans people? The guy at the dino looked like Kent in... Oh, clever. Hey, we've got a Grayson that isn't our Grayson. All right. Oh my God, it's an essay. It's a fucking essay. Give me a moment, people. I need to prepare for this. Talk amongst yourselves while I brace myself for the bullshittery. Oh man, this is some good spaghetti. Okay. Google doesn't offer enough stars. We took our church youth group to DAL for a winter retreat. Everything was exceptional. We were greeted as soon as we pulled onto the property by Dr. Hovind himself. He immediately introduced himself to the teenagers and engaged with them in several of his famous dad jokes. This was of utmost importance to me, as these kids are fatherless, and to say they are underprivileged would be a massive understatement. Dr. Hovind and his entire staff took this to heart and went out of their way to make the week a special time with these precious young people. Yeah, if Chris Jones was there, I'm sure they did. The property itself is amazing. The tour offered by Dr. Hovind is one of a kind and in many ways the highlight of the outdoor activities. There are innumerable off-road trails ready for exploration, and to hide a body if you need to. There are multiple lakes and ponds, along with pontoon boats and other watercraft, and of course there's the famous sand dunes. The food prepared by Chef Anthony is made from scratch, and the quality is superb. The cabins are just perfect for a group of young people. Of course, the spiritual lessons are second to none. We all had a wonderful, life-changing time at Dinosaur Adventureland. I highly recommend the place. I'd rate it 10 stars if possible. Grayson Massey, Trinity Baptist Church. Now, is this the part where Kent gives me my money? I need Kent to give me my money. Money. Hovind. Tesla coils. Yeah, they're not too tricky. I want to build one myself. Not gonna lie, I'm the kind of weirdo who, when we finally scrap the microwave we got here, wants to take the magnetron out for science. But I also know that is insane. so I probably won't do it, but I want to. Note to self, do not take high voltage equipment out of random appliances. Okay, seriously, don't. It's dangerous. You can hurt yourself. And by hurt yourself, I mean you'll be finding out if Jesus is real or not. You know, that level to hurt yourself. So please don't do it. I mean, this video is already going to be demonetized. I gave up on that forever ago. Now I'm just having fun with you guys. Let's see. Nicole Miller says, fun. Not exciting, just a huge playground, 10 lakes, and a lot of sand dunes. Also, they had quads, boats, and a water slide. Anthony Sokolov, been there twice, definitely coming back. Great people and lots of fun, even though it's mostly work. Scenery is amazing. Sand dunes, lakes, forest. Maria Osterloh, Dr. Hovind's vision for this 150-acre land is an absolute blessing. Gorgeous acres of red sandy dunes, lakes, forestry, wilderness, and wildlife. A beautiful nature trip in which we have been absolutely enlightened by Dr. Hovind's backbone in the creation versus evolution arena for many years. His knowledge, leadership, inspiration, and genuine humility left us in awe after a recent visit. Thank you, Dr. Hovind, for all you're doing to advance his kingdom. Yeah, I actually can do kind of voiceover narration stuff. I choose not to because my throat is kind of unstable, the coughing and the like. You never know what's going to happen, but yeah. Where are the reviews that talk about it being a cult? That's what I want to see. I want to see the cult reviews. Oh, cool. Okay. It kind of tripped. Wait, I broke it. Oh no, these are the lowest reviews with sand dunes. Oh, okay. So let's see the lowest reviews involving Jesus. Okay, let's see if there's anything interesting here. Or is it just the same ones? Yeah, we're just getting conservative 76. Wonder what this guy's political opinions are. Great place that reinforces the belief that Jesus created the earth, universe, and everything in it. Also, he wasn't one of them there brown people. Oh my God. It's a whole motherfucking essay. Tiny comment. Massive fucking essay. So, take a little bit. Yeah, the ponds, the mud puddles. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. The land itself could be made pretty nice, but that's only attributable to the land in and of itself. It has nothing to do with anything Hovind has or hasn't. Putting old CDs in microwaves is very fun. Yeah. Sorry, I'm snacking just a little bit. And Marty sent a heart. Thank you. Marty sends love. Oh, now we got Dr. Phantom X11. Holy crap. We got multiple doctors here. Hell yeah. All right. Time to get super in character to read this response 5 months ago. Thanks for the great review. We've been building Dinosaur Adventureland for 35 years. First in Pensacola for 27 years until the government took it away, and now in Lenox, Alabama since April 2016. Our goals are simple. 1, if you don't know the Lord as your Savior, we want to introduce you. No thanks, I'm good. 2, if you are saved and one of God's children but have doubts from all the propaganda being spread about the silly evolution religion, we want to strengthen your faith in the Word of God. God made everything in 6 days, like he said in Exodus 20:11. And it was about 6,000 years ago, as seen in Genesis 5 and 11. As seen in Genesis 5 and 11, 6,000 years. Coming soon to a theater near you. Dinosaurs always lived with man. Yeah, if you count birds. Technically, they're not wrong. Just they're birds. 3, if you're saved and not doing much for the Lord, we want to make you uncomfortable. There's a war going on, soldier. If you can't, wow, it's just Hovind's script. If you can't shoot, at least carry the bullets or pay for the bullets. As a person who appreciates firearms and also appreciates nomenclature and proper use of terms, bullets are just the projectile. They are what come out. what you insert into the magazine and not clip, unless it's something fed by a stripper clip, but it's magazine is what it goes into inevitably one way or another, into a firearm are known as cartridges. The cartridge is a casing containing the smokeless powder primer, and the primer gets struck, creates a little poof, makes the main powder charge go foof. It burns, it doesn't explode, it burns. There's a difference. It conflagrates, creating pressure which pushes the projectile, the bullet, out of the firearm. If you're just carrying bullets, those are useless. The best you can do is throw them at people, because they are kind of heavy because they're made of lead. That's it. So that line is stupid. Every one of God's kids can find something to do to obey his clear orders. In Mark 24 and Mark 16. Yep, he's got a Mark 16 Bible. I got the Mark 16 Bible. Words of Jesus are in red, and this baby will fire 700 rounds a second. Pure sacrament. Yeah. Please get our books and DVDs from drdino.com or call 855-BIG-DILDO extension 1 to order them from our bookstore, or book a cabin and stay in for free, or extension 3 to talk to me, or extension 4 to book me as a guest on a show, debate, or podcast. For our 2-minute sample of Why Atheists Hate Us, watch Where Did God Come From on YouTube. Nah. Oh, wait, I already did watch that, and it was just as stupid as everything else you do. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, I'm getting tired. What are we talking about? Microwave is being plugged in. What's a group of doctors called? A confusion. Should do the Honest Trailer's voice. I don't know that voice offhand. It expands at a very high rate. So yeah, I know what it means, but the fact that they're saying bullets, strictly bullets. If this is a war and you imagine a typical situation in the 20th century as being a visual representation of this war, just carrying the projectile that comes out of the end will do nothing. You cannot fire that. You require the complete cartridge. Now, it's probably a holdover from, musket ball era and the like, black powder stuff, where things weren't generally confined into cartridges and you had to manually prepare the entire assembly for fire. Still, and yeah, I'm being petty, being pedantic, but it's just, that's what we do here. I know you know that, so, but yeah. Barrel melt, you actually manage to fire 700 rounds per second. Depends on the well, actually, it doesn't depend on the firearm. At that kind of rate, you're eventually going to overheat. I've seen people do destruction tests on, Modus and the like. But, there's ways to work around it. You don't have to fire 700 rounds a minute for a whole minute. Look at the MG42 and look at the rate it fired at. That baby's crazy. I know that's always the big, fast gun, reference, but it did fire fast. Yep, Nimrod is right. Bullet is a small projectile in a cartridge. Also, by definition, it is a missile. A missile is a projectile flying through the air. So the bullet is a missile. Yep. Guns are basically high-tech magic missile. Think about that. All right, so it's about 2 hours, 38 minutes. It is, wow, it's 6:42 my time. All right, I think we've done pretty good here. Honestly, I want to go further because I'm having fun, but I also want to eat and just finish up my night. So, I don't have too much more to that I have the energy for. Had a really fun time with you guys, as I always do. Y'all are absolutely awesome. I just spouting what I was taught in the army. Yeah. Knee magic missile never miss. Yeah. My usual rambling outro. Just much love, everyone. If you hadn't liked the video, Be sure to give it a like. If you aren't subscribed, yeah, give it an option if you want. I try to do this a lot. Yep. Say your prayers to golf before bedtime. All hail golf. Check out my other stuff if you got some time or just feel like it. Hit the links in the video description. Just little stuff I work on the side. I plan on writing some stuff this weekend. So if you're not following what I do on my website, zadara.com, which is actually my main central point of all my stuff online, may want to hit that up. There's a little subscription thing. You get emails when I write stuff and then wonder why you did, because you'll get one and be like, who the hell is this guy? Oh, right. That's Chris. But yeah, you're all awesome. So much love. Catch everyone next time.